All right.
Yeah, write everything down, dude. Did you get your lineup in?
I know this. The people that are going to be joining us need to know this.
All right, peeps. Welcome aboard. We are keeping book tonight to Sunday Night Baseball. San Francisco Giants against everyone's favorite Dodgers.
Gotta love them.
So, what you're about to see, we figured out, or if this is your first time joining, welcome. If this is your second time joining, because we did it last month, we figured out that a lot of requests were wanting to be able to actually see
Boom!
What stuff looks like. So, KC, the PC wizard, was able to figure things out and mirror one of his cameras. So you're going to be able to see what he's writing down and learning visually, if that helps you. So I'm writing my stuff in, but I know you got other stuff going on.
Just getting the stream out there.
And for those who are keeping book for the first time, make sure you got a pencil. Pencil is going to be key here. You're going to make some mistakes. And you want to check out whatever app you like to use, MLB, ESPN, whatever. Let's get those lineups in before first pitch. Just try to get as much done as you can, because once first pitch gets here, Kyle learned it's tough. It's tough to keep up.
Sure is.
Especially with pitch clock. Those big old hairy knuckles over there.
Hey, chill. I got to work around them, okay? Hang tight. Hang tight. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Ooh, the rook. Getting
live on the IG now. We're good, man.
We're there.
All right, we're live everywhere. For the sake of people being able to see, I had to go pen tonight. So
oh boy.
Oh boy.
Remember that phase of the erasable pen? Remember when that came out? That was a thing. That was interesting.
That still has to be a thing, no?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. All right, Casey. You there?
We got time. It's I think it's 7:10 first pitch.
All right. I just want people to be able to see what it looks like.
Yeah, and I got you.
Are you self-conscious about your handwriting?
No.
Are you now self-conscious that I pointed it out?
Yes.
Perfect. So we're writing in. Last names are probably the easiest, but you just want to get that lineup in. And notice how our guy is putting it on.
Shout out Amy. Sorry, not to cut
you off.
Let's go. Can't watch a game without keeping book. Love that.
Love that. Notice how we're getting it on that top line. So if your book has multiple lines, which it should, the reason they have that is because of substitutes. So anybody that gets subbed out, whether it's pinch runner, pinch hitter, whatever, you would be able to write that guy's name underneath the starter.
Are you're just commenting on mine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just put Yaz, bro. That's what I did.
That's what I wanted to do, but then I was like,
12 seconds into it, and the pen's already a mistake.
Relax. All right, now remind me. You go names. You don't do numbers, but you do.
I don't do jersey numbers just because it's up to you if you'd like to. Feel free. If that helps you, if you're not overly familiar with the team, sometimes that is helpful. But I think you're okay not doing it. Position, a lot of people like to do the abbreviation of that position. I like to be able to use the number of that position. And so if this is your first time keeping book, you're not fully familiar with what numbers mean what positions, you should have a cheat sheet in the very first page of your scorebook. Most books should have that. And that's what all that stuff means. So that way, when a play does happen, kind of just easy to remember, like, okay, fly ball to the center fielder is 8. And it's Jung Hoo Lee playing that position. So like that kind of helps. So that's why I like the number over the abbreviation. And then obviously no number for DH. You're just going to write DH. So that's the Giants lineup. We got Kyle Harrison on the bump. I don't know if you want to make note of that.
Ah, true. Yeah. This might be a little tricky with the view. I haven't used this before, so bear with me. So the pitchers are down at the bottom.
Pitchers down at the bottom.
All right. So you said we got Harrison on the bump?
We got Kyle Harrison on the bump.
I like Kyle Harrison.
And want to obviously go ahead and get that Dodgers lineup in there as well.
Got Ohtani leading off. Mook. Teoscar. In fact, I got to go T Hernandez here because
that's true.
Got multiple. Freeman. Frederick. Andy Paez. Another Hernandez. Dalton Rushing. Who we got on the bump for the Dodgers?
Dustin May.
Miguel Rojas.
I was going to say I always put the first initial. I don't know why.
Yeah. I feel
kind
like
of a
that
clean look.
Yeah, it felt right, but
Yeah.
I started wrong and just kept it that way. So
That's all right. That's all right.
you said
Gotta
we
do what
got
you gotta do.
Okay, Dustin May. I go first and last name for pitchers for what it's worth. I don't know why.
The full name?
Yeah,
That's
I don't know
wild.
why it matters, but all right. So Giants on the road, so we'll be starting over here. Trying to think, is there any other basics you got to cover for our first timers? I wonder if where was that one family from? Montana.
Oh man, I loved that.
I wonder if our Montana families.
I wonder if they got their Wi-Fi situation figured out. They had the whole fam bam in the living room ready to roll, and then Wi-Fi was an issue. They couldn't get the game streaming.
Couldn't get
which
the
made me
game.
sad.
Classic.
I was just
Classic.
picturing a whole family and just like 6 books just being throughout that living room. That would have been cool.
Shout out
That would've been
Laura.
Laura,
Love
we're
it.
gonna have to discuss this Dodgers and Orioles situation at some point. At some point, we're gonna have to figure out what that's about.
Shout out Josh. View of the book as as requested. Okay, we heard you. We heard the request. I said I got to figure this out,
We listened.
and I tell you what, I think I got it squared away. Well, let me ask you this: Can you see it okay? Because I can see it okay, but I know
can see it okay.
It might be a little different. So you can make out what all that says.
Yeah.
Okay. For the most part. Sorry.
Are you able? You can get a little closer if you're able to do. Like if you want to be able to get a little closer. I don't know. Not that anymore because that kind of cuts off your book. But
what's weird is,
is it like how you close the laptop?
Yeah, so that's what sorry, you may have explained this when I was filling out my lineup, but basically, this is the first time using this, but there's this thing on these MacBooks called Desk Pro. little plug here for MacBook, I guess. But they got this thing where you literally can put whatever you're like. So I guess it's helpful for like professors, teachers, or whatever, like or even cooking or something where you're doing work with your hands, and you can put it literally right in front of your book, and it somehow I think it uses that technology that cars use to show you like where you're like parallel like parking or whatever. I don't know, but anyway, you can see it here right in front of you, and all I had to do was pipe it to the stream.
Cameras are neat, man.
Shout out, we got Indiana represented in the chat. We got Kelly from Kentucky. Got another Indiana.
Hello.
Hey, shout out Ryan.
The Midwest.
Keep up the great work. My favorite podcast. How about it?
I like how he threw in the right now, just in case.
Just in case it changes. We'll see how the stream goes.
Just in case, you know what I mean? Like if someone else out there.
We'll see.
Just up for grabs at the
leader
moment.
In the clubhouse right now. Laura says Dodgers because her dad grew up a Jackie Robinson fan. Excuse me. And then Orioles because she grew up in Maryland.
I'll allow it.
Worked for the Rays. So all over.
I'll allow it.
Hold up. What?
Did you see that text? That's not true, is it?
What?
Oh.
What is going on right now? Is that real?
Bro, I just got the Bleacher Report for it. It's real.
What is happening?
For those unaware, we just got a notification that Rafael Devers was just traded to the Giants for Jordan Hicks and Kyle Harrison, who's supposed to be pitching tonight.
Are you? I'm at a loss for words. I had no clue. What is happening right now?
There it is. They're putting it on the screen. Jeff Passan, San Francisco Giants are acquiring all-star slugger Rafael Devers from the Boston Red Sox. Sources confirmed to ESPN an out-of-nowhere blockbuster deal. Boston is getting right-handed pitcher Jordan Hicks and more. First on the news was by Robert Murray. What? Are you okay? How do you feel right now?
Oh my gosh, what is? I don't understand what's happening right now. I don't. Well, most importantly, let's go ahead and get this starting pitcher change for the Giants because
there's no way he's pitching, right?
I mean, that's like malpractice, right? If you trade for a guy and you trot him out there anyway, like you're just
10 minutes before the start.
You're just asking for bad luck there. This is well, ESPN's eating this up. They're like all over this. Holy cow, dude. For what?
Jordan Hicks and Kyle Harrison.
Are you kidding me? I saw in the chat, Kelly goes, Devers to the Giants? And I'm like, I mean, if that's the kind of trade you want to make in fantasy, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but go for it. And then the real news hits. Holy cow, dude. I mean, we got to do this stream, but like, what is going to take a minute to process? This is crazy.
I don't know what to say.
For Kyle Harrison and Jordan Hicks, what is
I got to assume there's a big prospect in there somewhere.
I don't think there, dude. I don't think there is. Okay, it says Robert Murray says as part of Rafael Devers trade, but so I don't know if that means. Dude, what is we literally just swept the Yankees. Like, you got the young trio up finally, and then they're like, "See ya, Devers." Although maybe this is like a change in the guard. Like, hey, thanks for your service, but we got a new vibe in town. That's crazy. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't understand. Yeah, in the chat, there are more I mean, there has to be. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing at this moment. Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison. I mean, you're not trading Rafael Devers for mid-tier slop. No disrespect, obviously, but
You can't disrespect. Those are your new guys.
holy cow, dude. All right. I can process this at a later time, but I'm genuinely curious now.
Is Kyle Harrison getting the start?
Well, yeah, like for the sake of this thing, like
oh
my goodness, dude. I mean, okay, well, I mean, we're gonna have to cover this in the pod whenever we do it, but like you gotta think that part of this was him digging his own grave with just everything that's gone on this year, or do you? I mean,
yeah, 1,000%.
You think if he keeps his mouth shut, just does whatever the team asks him, you think he's still on the team right now? Golly, man. Holy smokes, dude. What is it? Excuse me. I need to.
I'm feeling for you for a sec. I'm not going to lie. Like, I hate the Red Sox. This takes the weight off of getting swept a little bit, but like,
well, it doesn't change the fact that
I do feel for you. Like I'm feeling for you a little bit.
It doesn't change the fact that Aaron Judge, I think, is washed, which we'll have to have a separate conversation about that.
There's no conversation needed.
All right, Laura says Giant starter is now shot, and if you're joining us to keep book, you'll have to. I'm gonna have to repeat myself multiple times here, but forgive me if my hand jumps in. It's the way the camera's set up, but
watch out for the knuckles.
No, that's a stupid thing to apologize for, because if I'm keeping book, my hand's gonna be here the whole time. So hope you like. Where is it? Hope you like this hand. Okay.
Did you manicure those nails before this?
I didn't.
Be honest. Be honest.
Bro, what? No, I didn't. Holy cow. I'm sorry. I can't get it. All right. Sorry. While I pull things together here, just give us one last refresh on what we need, because first pitch is coming here any minute. So
just make sure your lineups are in both sides. Just get that done. It's easy peasy. Makes things much easier, because once first pitch comes, especially with this pitch clock, things go flying.
I just want it on record. Last thing I'll say, then we can talk about it like on commercial breaks or whatever if we have time. But I just want it on record that before this trade came through, I literally said, hey, I like Kyle Harrison. And mere seconds later, he's a member of the Boston Red Sox.
So I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to.
Yeah, okay, so
I'm super happy. I mean, he tormented us for years.
Yeah, this sucks, because this was such a strong bit for Red Sox fans. Well, it wasn't a bit. I mean, it was reality, but like with the whole Garrett Cole thing, like owned Garrett Cole. And now it's like, okay, cool. We have Rob Refsnyder. I don't what. Unbelievable. Okay, here. Promise. The last thing I'll say. My party note before we get into the stream. I'm pretty sure I'm on record on this podcast saying that, like, once Xander left, I didn't really have like a true favorite player on this team.
Sure.
And that's still true. That was still true even with Rafi Devers here. For some reason, I could never really latch on him for some reason. Maybe it was because he didn't take on much of a leadership role. I don't know. But I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. I have no clue what's happening right now. And it's gonna take me a minute to process, but just wanted to clear that up too. If you want my raw reaction after a real heartbreaker, go back and listen to the episode when they traded Xander Bogaerts away. My goodness. Anyway, okay. We're here for first pitch, Nate. So
happy Father's Day, by the way. Happy Father's Day to all our fathers out there. And I love I think I heard a story, I think it was like a comment last time we did this, that they that someone hadn't kept book in a long time, but they grew up watching their dad, who's no longer with us, keep book. And every time they went to games, so it made them think of their dad. And so I love that. And that's kind of what this is about in a way. You know, this is about like going back to the roots a little bit, learning old school ways about it. And I think it's so unique because like there's no other sport that really does this. Yeah, you can kind of keep track of points and yards in football, I guess, but like overall there's not really any scorekeeping the way baseball does it. So thank you guys for joining. And for those unfamiliar, Kyle is learning this with you. This is now just his second time keeping books. So we're going to kind of walk him through it. I've been doing it a long time. Did it in high school and college. And for any guys, needing ideas out there, if you've got a, girlfriend or a wife who maybe struggles to kind of sit there for the whole game, which is understandable sometimes. I taught my wife how to do it and she loves it. And she really it helped her understand and learn the game in a different way. So maybe if that's one thing you can take out of it, hopefully that'll do it for you. But here we go, man. I'm still I don't know what to say or feel right now. No, I cannot hear you. You went away. Nope. Leave it to KC to give us some technical issues right before first pitch. Nope, can't hear you. Oh, man. All right. Well, maybe Kyle will figure it out while he's writing it down. We got ball one, so you're going to see some books have boxes like Kyle does. Mine does not. I'm just doing like a little tally. Just a little ball one there. All right. So we got a ground out to the second baseman. So if you're going to use your little cheat sheet, all you're going to write is just 4-3. 4-3, just like Kyle there. And then we're going to give Jung Ho Lee the first out of the inning. So that bottom right circle, you'll be able to just put a 1 there. And easy peasy. Again, 4-3, just because that is a ground out to the second baseman. He threw it to the first baseman. Pretty easy. And we got strike 1 on Willy Adames. We are cruising. Kind of neat that this trade happened right before Sunday Night Baseball and the team that's playing. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. We got 1-1 against old Willie here. Kyle's figuring out his mic. No. Ball 2. 2-1. And maybe you guys are learning for the first time why the name of our podcast is this name, 3-0 take. Maybe you're understanding that that's 3 balls, no strikes, and that most hitters are taking that pitch. That's kind of neat. You're welcome. 2-2. Will it?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we are. Oh, you came in hot though. Talk again. Let me
How about now?
that's a little better.
How about now?
That's good. That's good. How you doing, guy? What happened there?
I hit a wire right as the first pitch was crossing the plate. All right, so still got Adames. We got 2-2.
We got 2-2, and for anybody that doesn't know, you don't have to write anything down for foul balls when a hitter has 2 strikes. He just remains to have 2 strikes. So there's no notes needed there. Oh. Boy, oh boy. I'm curious to see what this lineup can do with a Rafael Devers added in. All right, ground out to the shortstop.
This is crazy. All right, so we got a little. Tell the people, Nate.
6-3, 6-3.
6-3. Put a little 2 in the circle.
You got 2 outs.
So 2 right there for 2 outs.
I mean, this is probably the spot. No offense to Elliot Ramos. Not your typical 3-hole hitter, you know? So,
dude, it's going to be surreal watching Rafi Devers in a Giants uniform.
yeah.
That's not going to feel like real life.
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, so we got 2 strikes. You got your ball row here, and here's your strikes.
And again, some books are a little different. I don't have boxes like that in mine. I got a cheapy book, but so I just do little tallies. You don't have to do X's like that. You can kind of fill in the box if you want. You can do a little check, you can do a line, whatever you want to do.
All right, so we got. Let the folks know that's a new.
So this one is kind of up to you, however you want to do it, based on how it's hit. It's technically an F9. It's a fly ball to position 9, which is right field. Some guys like to write like, you know, somebody if somebody hits the ball hard and it's like a line out to the right fielder and it's like, you know, a bullet to his chest. Some people like to write L9 just to be able to kind of build on like how well that ball was struck versus just, you know, hey, I sent it to the moon and the right fielder caught it. Like there's a little bit of a difference there. So kind of up to you based on how hard that ball's hit. I'm going to write F9 just because I think it was hit well, but it wasn't like, you know, 115 off the bat, right? So now something we talked about last time is just to be able to help us visually. I like to be able to get rid of that first inning underneath any hitter that finished, right? So starting with Dom Smith, you know, you can kind of draw like a line through it. You can draw squigglies, but you just want to finish out that inning for anybody that didn't hit. And if you're watching Kyle's screen and our main screen there, you can see that way he knows that when we flip this book back over and the Giants are up again in the second, he sees, okay, Dom Smith is up first right there. And that's where we're going to start over, like, you know, where we left off. So,
Dom Smith is a cleanup hitter in 2025.
Yeah. Until Rafi comes over. And then if anybody has a book, mine has a book where, you know, you have your innings at the top. To where, you know, you can write how many runs were scored in each inning. So I'm just going to throw a 0. Kyle doesn't have that, but if you do have that, you can throw a 0 in the first inning for the Giants. And then flip her on over, and you got Shohei leading off.
You know what? So at the bottom, I think I do have that, and it's going to be hard to show you, but and it's kind of upside down, but see there right in the middle, it's got a runs, hits, errors, left on base, earned runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's broken up per inning. That's cool.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We'll just go 0 runs there. Sorry. Okay. So Shohei's up. Base hit right off the bat.
And we're just looking at a single. So you can just write 1B.
And what you're going to do is you're going to draw that line from home plate to first base. And we know that Shohei is at first. Now, Kyle has, again, he has a different kind of book. So he has that stuff up top. Some people like to write it in the middle. Some people like to just circle whatever he has going on. So he has a 1B up top, 2B, 3B for triple, HR home run. So like he can then just circle that, because there are some other things that you can write in the middle throughout that guy being on base. And if it ends up being a stolen base, you can kind of write an SB in there. A lot of different ways to go about it. So, and that's Mookie hitting
that is a true
smoked. And that is an L5 line out. The ball's hit hard.
Yeah, this is my first time going L. I don't think I used L last time we did this. So we'll go L5.
And then let's give Mookie the first out in that bottom right circle. Bingo.
Chris, to answer your question, you do not start a new Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought you said for new innings. For extra innings. Put a pin in that. Let me get caught up. All right, let me get caught up here.
Let's just hope that doesn't happen.
Wait a minute.
Hang on. They switched the lineup up on us.
What happened?
Freddie's hitting third now. We had Teoscar third, didn't we?
Yeah. Is Teo up now? Okay. Yeah. They just switched him. So we'll go.
That's kind of annoying. Here's why you use.
Yeah, whatever.
Pencil, folks.
I'm just going to write Freddie and Teo. Okay. So Freddie
just hit a single.
So
draw him to first base, and then make sure to move Shohei up to second base.
Ohtani
his box
moves up to second.
Yep.
There we go.
And we got 1-0 on Teo.
1-0.
2-0. That's annoying. What app did you use when you were writing in the lineup?
MLB Game Day.
I was using ESPN, so that's strange. They must have just had like a last minute switch up there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Laura in the chat, because they made a switch on the mound. They adjusted their lineup accordingly.
That's fair. They went from righty to lefty.
2-1.
Is it Kyle Harrison a lefty? I think he is.
I thought he was a righty.
Is he?
Yeah. Josh in the chat uses pencil versus pen. I used pencil last time, and I needed it like right away because it was my first time keeping score. But for the sake of everybody being able to see on the screen, I figured it would be better to use pen. So forgive me for my.
Then honestly, this is kind of a good showing of what can happen sometimes.
All right, so a 3-1 walk to Teo.
So we're just gonna write a BB base on balls.
Base on
Draw
balls.
Teo to first. Just make sure you move your other runners up. So Ohtani to third, Freddie to second.
Freddie second.
And we got bases juiced, 1 out. Andy Pages coming up. I wonder if the rest of the lineup changed. I didn't look.
So good so far.
Ugh.
This sucks, dude.
I know, man. I know you're holding it in.
All my my Sox personalities are just ripping takes right now, and I'm gonna have to wait till the end of the game, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did we have a
All right, hang tight, because we got a nice little sac fly going to right field. Shohei scores. All right.
So close Shohei off.
Close Shohei off. You're gonna send him home.
Yep.
Some people like to fill in that diamond a little bit just to be able to easily see that he scored. So if you kind of want to like draw in around that 1B for him.
It's hard to shade with a pen.
It is. But and then for Andy Pages, you can go ahead and put a little bit smaller F9. And then below that, you can just go ahead and put SAC sack. So you know that as a sack fly, that does not count as an at-bat. So
and then Freddie moved to third, correct?
Freddie did move up. So we got first and third, and then Got 0-1 on Kike has now moved up to a Tommy Edman spot, so that's fun.
Bro, come on.
We're all over the place. Thanks a lot, Rafi Devers.
Yeah, holy cow. All right, KH, Kike Hernandez. Just everybody bear with us.
All right, so we got 0-2 on Kike.
And if you have questions,
Go ahead and throw a 2 in Pajes's circle there for that sack fly. Second out.
you're right.
There you go.
Josh in the chat says SF instead of SAC.
Yeah, you can write sack fly, you can write SF. You can kind of, just write whatever you feel comfortable doing. It goes either way,
Was that an
It's not
0-2?
Yeah, it was an 0-2, 6-3, and that is the third out of the inning.
Sorry,
you can write
I'm-
SF, you can write sack. I like what I like. It's cool as long as you're able to see. And then that's why, again, I make sure I put F9 because I like to be able to. I don't know. I like to be able to understand where that sack fly was hit sometimes. So,
By the way, before you flip over, Kike was the last out there just for to make sense of the lineup changes now. We got Miguel Rojas.
oh my gosh, I might start a new freaking book over here.
And then rushing still 8th, and then you got Tommy Edman hitting last.
So
So
Rojas and
yeah, Rojas
Tommy
rushing
Edman
Edman.
switched. This is insane.
All right, so you're,
This is not normal, folks. This
Yeah.
is normally when you write a lineup in 5 minutes before first pitch, you're safe. But for those who, I don't know, have access to the internet, understands that Rafi Devers just messed everything
shout
up.
out Alex in the chat. Devers got traded. Yeah, he did. Alex said just join the stream, so totally understand. But yeah, distraught over here, but holding it together.
Yeah.
That's as best as I can put it.
Man, I would love to start a new freaking page. That just messed everything up as far as scribbles go, but
You don't have time, dude.
You don't.
Like you don't have time to like refill out a whole lineup.
you don't.
All
You
right,
don't.
somebody's texting me, probably about Devers.
Bro, I can't believe it.
All right, yeah, people. Oh, enough of this.
You okay?
What? This is not. Is this a stunt to increase viewership on Sunday Night Baseball? Like, what is happening? I cannot believe it, man. I mean, there's no way you trade. Hey, hand up. I said you don't know ball if you think if the Red Sox are going to trade Rafael Devers. Well, to be fair, we don't fully know the reason. But if they did trade him because of these issues in the clubhouse and with his response to reporters, they're pettier than I thought.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and I have a feeling that the
Dom
Giants
Smith.
are taking all that money.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't think the Sox are going to eat any of that, but details to come, I guess.
Yeah, I'm convinced the timing of this was not accidental. They
knew that we were writing our book with a pen and getting the lineup
No.
in. And
no,
they were
like
let's punch
no.
the ticket now.
Jokes aside, like what better way to kick off Sunday Night Baseball than here's this unexpected bombshell of a trade.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Kyle Harrison was obviously a late scratch because he was involved in the trade. So I feel like it probably just came about just now. How's that queso?
It's
It
fantastic.
helping?
Sorry
helping?
for the ASMR for most chips and queso, but
People are into that nowadays.
boys got to eat, you know.
Boys gotta eat.
Hey, by the way, if anybody has any questions as we're going along,
Yeah, please put it in the comment.
please put it in the
Nothing wrong
comment. AJ in the chat. Bye from a Yankees fan. What a relief. Yeah, I'd be relieved too if I was a Yankees fan.
For real. Super
Kid-
thrilled about it.
Kid owned your entire franchise.
Yeah, perfectly fine with it.
And also, if you're keeping book or learning to keep book, or if you're just watching, well, I guess it's more specific to the people keeping book. But if you need to like pause one, like us or your stream to get us on sync, feel free to do that because I know it can be a little challenging.
Yeah, it's recommended. Shout out the Father's Day catcher's gear. Like that looks good.
All right, was that it? That was a walk.
There's a walk for Dom Smith.
Little base on balls. BB, send him down to first. I wonder if you think the Giants change their lineup at all? Like, hey,
No.
should we get used to what this new lineup's going to look like?
So far, we're good.
Yeah.
It's hard to say though. I mean,
Everybody bumped down a spot.
yeah, I guess just to see what it's going to be like. So Dom Smith is gone. Yeah. I mean, what's the point of holding on to him? Is Wilmer Flores playing first base full time? Like, can he do that? You know what I mean? Like,
it's already 0-2.
is he going to play third? Like, I'm curious to see what, because like,
I mean,
Casey Schmidt.
There's no way Devers plays third in San Francisco. There's no way.
I mean, you have Casey Schmidt who kind of steps in for during this period without Matt Chapman, but like I don't understand how he fits in. And what's weird is that like if he threw a stink about moving to DH and then gets shipped out of town and is likely going to be a DH full-time moving forward, like I don't understand.
You know what? It makes me wonder if they wanted this trade to happen sooner, but they were just waiting for his season to turn around to where his value is
Maybe. It's a
undeniable.
punch out
I mean,
for Wilmer, by the way. So we're going to put a forwards K and then one out for him. Yeah, maybe
because you
after
don't trade him in the
finally got it
midst of an
going.
0 for 50 or whatever it was.
Right.
Also, that's a ball on Schmidt. AJ in the chat, Red Sox or Giants will be golfing come late October. I tell you what, if Aaron Judge is as washed as he looked this weekend, you all be playing golf in October too. So I'd pipe down over there, AJ. Take a seat, pal. We owned your franchise this weekend. Hope you enjoy the ride back. My goodness.
I hope you enjoy being 7 games back, 6.5. What is it?
We're only like a game or two out of the playoffs. I don't really care about the East at this point.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, wouldn't care about that.
Talking all big and mighty over there for not doing anything last October.
That's last year. I don't care. I don't care about last year.
That's all
I ain't
we have to
worried
go
about
off
last year.
of.
I got nothing to worry about.
So if
I'm
we're
worried
both
about
in the
now.
post, if we both make the postseason, what difference does it make?
I'm worried about the now. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, dude, you can't convince me the timing wasn't intentional. Jeff Passan is going to be like Manning cast this stream tonight. He's going to just be
Yeah.
their third guest. What do we got here? 1-2
We got 1-2.
on Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG's, AJ. GG's.
You're supposed to be friendly to our listeners, bro.
Hey, well, AJ and I
Can't get emotional.
We have our I gotta be. Hey, that's on me, AJ. We gotta.
Yeah.
I gotta be better.
Yeah.
It's a little raw right now. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
still processing what's happening.
I
But
feel bad that you didn't even get a chance. Like that, we found out 12 minutes into this stream, you didn't even get a chance to like
we were
cry.
filling the lineups out.
cry into your pillow before even hopping on. You know, like you had to do this.
No, like I said, I got through. If I can get through Xander, none of this stuff bothers me. Truly, I mean, yeah, it sucks, and I'm gonna be like, what the heck are we doing? But like, if I was able to come out of the Xander situation,
I think we need to find out what if there are any prospects involved, because so far what I'm seeing, you guys got fleeced.
No, there are prospects. I'll put a
All
pin
right.
in that. That was Schmidt that flew out, correct?
Yep. F9. Second out.
I don't know. I gotta stop putting dashes. I don't know why I'm putting dashes.
Where? What are you talking about?
Well, you can't see it on this one, but I go like F-9. It doesn't matter, but it's just unnecessary. space.
Yeah, like you can do dashes for ground balls just because it's separating like what positions are getting it, right? So like it goes from the second baseman to the first baseman, but like F whatever position, it's just that position. So you don't have to do any dashes for those.
Right. I think I'm caught up here, so
You're doing good, man. You're doing good. I told you, like once you get a couple games under your belt, you're like, oh, this is easy peasy. Easy peasy. As long as we don't have anything weird going on, which who knows? Ooh. I like that.
I missed it. What do we got?
It's a little bunt single. It's a little 1B.
I was looking at the chat because we got an answer to our question here in the chat. Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, James Tibbs, and Jose Bayo. So we got 2 Bayos on the
Two
team now.
Bayos. Make sure to move Dom Smith up to second, by the way.
You're right. James Tibbs is the Giants' number 4 prospect.
Still sounds like a fleece.
Yep. Sorry, you said
Move
so
Dom
Yaz-
up. Yep. Yes,
Yaz
for a
gets
single.
a single.
Move Dom up to second.
And we are 1-0. Who is this? Logan Porter.
I gotta be honest, I don't watch a ton of Giants games. I don't know if I've ever heard of him before. Am I outing myself by saying that?
I can't say I have.
Yeah.
No, you know what? We got to be better just about calling it like it is, man.
Yeah, that's what like I
We don't. Okay, sorry. We don't know Logan Porter. Does that mean we don't know ball? If it does, then
If
I
it
guess
does,
we
yeah.
don't know ball. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I
we
mean,
can't stay on top of everybody.
as much as I'd like to do this full time as my career, I don't,
Soon enough, my friend.
soon enough.
Soon enough. Be nice if we could see the count.
3-0. Should be 3-0.
That's a walk. 3-0. That's a base on balls for Logan Porter. So we move him to first. We move Yaz to second. Then we move Dom to third. And for those who are learning, Nate, correct me if I'm wrong. The reason we move everybody up is to just track where
Yeah,
they
we want to
progress
know where they are, obviously.
Yeah, like if the inning ended right now, you'd want to know, like, okay, where were they left off?
Yeah. Yep. And just kind of helps you understand the situation, right? Like the rule of thumb is like, if I'm sitting at a game and I don't have the whole point of this is to keep score. You know what I mean? Like if there is no scoreboard to look at, if there is
Right.
no, like that's how, my mom did this for our teams growing up in Little League. Like she was the one sitting over there that we didn't have a scoreboard. She was doing this. So, that's kind of how you should look at this. This is the way things were done before there was a huge screen that was telling you what's going on.
Correct.
So you should be able to look at this and say, I immediately know that bases are loaded. But
All right, that's an F5.
it's an F5. You can also put, for some people like to do pop-ups. If you want pop-up, you can do that. Like a P5. It's kind of up to you. I think I just go F for anything that's a fly ball, whether it's infield or outfield. I'm not too concerned with it.
All right, so let me make sure I got my bases covered here. So, sorry, let me bump it up a little bit so you can see. All right, Nate, help me out here. I got the 3 in the circle.
Yeah, your 3 in the circle.
I
I like to kind of just write a perpendicular line on each guy where they're on the bases, just to show.
Oh,
that,
that's
like,
right. That's right. Yeah.
They stopped there. That's just me. It's up to you if you like to do that. But if you're watching Kyle's screen, you can kind of see that he marked off.
See, this is hard. All
There
right,
you
so
go.
right
So
there,
just a
so
little
like
dash.
Dom
showing that it's
Smith,
over.
little. Right, that's what you're saying. You do.
Mhm. Yeah, just like
Little
ending it
particular
there.
line. Okay.
And then go ahead and finish off that first inning for those 3 hitters at the top of the lineup that didn't
yeah.
hit by just drawing a line over. And what's great is that next time again, you flip over, you see the 3rd inning, you know that we're right at the top of the order. So it's
No
really gonna start
runs.
off again.
No runs scored.
Goal 0 again for the Giants. Which is probably why they traded for Rafael Devers.
Dude, what happened?
I mean, we're gonna have to dig in a little bit and figure out what's going
Yeah.
on with these prospects, but like it doesn't sound great. Didn't look great. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. All right. Man, I was just about to dig into some Moe's chips in case, so I thought Nate was going to hold it down for me here. Okay, so we are heading to the bottom of the second, and as you can see here, as Nate mentioned, this is a little trick for you guys to keep score. You basically finish off the previous inning, so that way you know you're starting right here for the next inning. So we know that Miguel Rojas, again, forgive me for my lack of pencil, but I'm doing pen for you guys so you can see. We know that Rojas is leading off starting right here. And sure enough, Rojas, the 7-hitter, is leading off for us. And we got 0-1, so we're going to fill out that little first strike box.
These are crazy, man. Crazy quick.
Got a little 6-3 for
There it
Miguel
is.
Rojas.
You should just start teaching everybody, man.
All right, yeah, give me this half inning.
All right.
All right, so we got 6-3 for Miguel Rojas. We put the 1 there. So now we know the first out of the inning has been recorded. So now we got Dalton Rushing, move down here to our number 8 hitter. Dalton Rushing, the lefty, hitting.
If you're hopping on late, apologies for the scratching out of names. The trade really affected the lineup tonight, so
sure did.
we tried to get prepared. You know, tried to do it in advance, and we got.
I mean, the timing of the
showing up.
trade, it wouldn't have mattered. We could have been on here 2 hours early, and it wouldn't have mattered because of how close it happened before first pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 1-2. Sorry, I'm a pitch or 2 behind here. I'm just yapping. 1 out, 1-2 for Rushing. Got Willie Adames mic'd up. I mean, I've shared my opinions on the mic'd up thing, but I feel like if there's a guy to have mic'd up for the Giants, Willie Adames is a good
Good one.
guy to have.
Definitely a good one.
And look, here's the reality of it. You know, we like I said, we have our thoughts on the mic'd up thing, but the way that content creation is becoming so prevalent, even at like the youth baseball stage, like I don't know if you've seen, but kids are like they're like
wearing mics.
Yeah, they're like micing kids up with lapels during games, and they're running out
Yeah.
there and like making these videos. So it's gonna eventually evolve into a nothing burger for these. Like they're gonna be like, oh,
My.
whatever.
What do we got?
We got a backwards K for
Oh, boy.
looking strikeout there. So put the back. I think you guys can still see there at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, backwards K.
Which feels so awkward to write, by the way.
It really does. And then you put the 2 there for the second out. So now we got Tommy Edman, who was swapped last minute to be the number 9 hitter. So we're gonna round out the lineup here. First pitch. Is that a foul? No, ball. Let's move this out. So I'm not. Oh, Tommy Edman. All right.
Hello.
Forgive me. I gotta bump this phone over.
All right, buddy. What do we got?
All right, Tommy Edman. We're going with the old HR in the middle of the box. We're gonna We're gonna take them around the bases here. Sorry, I'm bumping them up so you can see. Take them around the bases here, and then Nate, I believe you said that you like to sometimes kind of fill in the box. It's hard to do that with pens, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I like to like kind of fill in the corners. I just like to be able to like quickly see who scored, you know, because you're gonna have your innings where 5-6 guys score, and like, you know, it's not always easy to see if it's just drawing lines. So I like to be able to just see that dark colored in.
And while I'm thinking of it, I know we've kind of gotten in the habit early here of bumping over, but now we're still in the second inning. So we're coming back up to the top here. You're not
That's
bumping
right.
over to the next line over. So come back up to the top here.
Nice.
What do we got?
We got
2-0.
2-0.
2-0 on Otani. Sorry if I'm coming in a little hot.
No, you're good. You sound good.
3-0 on Otani.
It's a good call out too, because a lot of people want to go ahead and just immediately flip over that next inning.
I think I did that last game.
Yeah.
All right, little 4-pitch walk. Little BB, little base on balls, and take him on down to first. And sorry,
You don't need me anymore.
I'm just now registering that you'd mentioned the catcher's gear, and I'm finally getting back up to speed here.
It's clean, right?
Great call. Yeah, big fan.
Very clean. I think I don't know. I haven't seen. I've obviously, you know, spending time with my dad today and over at their house, but I haven't gotten too much baseball in today. I saw JC this scarf for the Yanks. It said "Dad" right there, where it normally has like a name or nickname on his gear. Do you see that on other teams as well? That's cool.
Yeah, I think so. The one thing I'm confused about. Call me or correct me if I'm wrong, but they've had, and we're 1-1 here on Mookie. We've had Father's Day hats before, right? That's not like
That's what I was wondering.
It's not like a Mandela effect, is it?
Right.
Like,
No, I know. Ugh. I think I remember the bill being
yeah, and like maybe
sometimes the whole
accents,
hat. Yeah,
accents on the logo. Even
I thought I remember seeing that.
I don't know why they did away with it.
I don't know.
And I think I saw maybe they didn't do Mother's Day either.
They got that ribbon. They got that ribbon patch going. See that? I'm struggling to remember.
2-1, still on Mookie here.
And for those curious, no need to write anything for a pickoff attempt. There's nothing to write down there. Maybe new scorer books now that there's limitations on that.
Yeah.
Maybe that there's going to be something developed for that as we move forward. But obviously back in the day, like, you know, you'd see 4 or 5 pickoff attempts in a single, you know, a single at bat or a single guy on, and you're like, you're not going to write all that down. Now that there are
2-2,
something
sorry.
that we're keeping track on.
Ho!
Curious what that's going to do, you know?
Mookie. That bat, my brother. All right.
Yeah.
That
that.
is a swing K for Mookie. So that's the third out. That means we put a little notch here on Otani because Otani,
Yep.
he didn't steal anything. So Otani's got left at first. Mookie's the third out here. And then we finish off the inning, as Nate reminded us, to ensure that we do not fill in these boxes next at bat for the Dodgers. So,
And Dodgers got a run there, obviously, on the Tommy Edman home run.
I put a little 1 down here at the bottom, which I don't think you can see. Where is it? It's kind of hard to see.
There
But
we
down there
go.
at the bottom, 1. So they scored a run each inning. So we got a score of 2-0. And we flip it on back to the Giants. Yes, Laura in the chat, pink bats for Mother's Day. But I don't know if that's a mandated. It's a little strong, but like I don't know if that's a league-wide initiative or if that's
I think
just
it's
like
a per player kind of.
you can if you want or whatever. But I'm talking about the stuff that the teams, like, for lack of a better way of saying it, had to wear.
Yeah.
The hats and whatnot.
I swore I remember the Bills being
a color. I wasn't last year. They were like, it was like a gray hat, and then the logo would be pink, and then the bill was pink, right?
Yeah, for Mother's Day. I feel like I remember that being
Yeah.
the case. I feel like I was indifferent about the gray, but
Yeah.
any shout out to the moms and dads. I'm all
That's
for
right.
it.
That's right. What'd you do with old Jay Corwin today? What'd you guys get in today?
We just went over and hung out with him, brought him over a nice little gift. Actually, you would appreciate this. You were probably wondering why I was sending you pictures from our scrapbooks, from our Little League scrapbooks the other night.
Yeah.
Was going through and looking for
Shout out that picture, by the way.
We'll have to or you want to put on here?
Yeah. I'll show everybody how long we've been doing it.
Found a picture of Dad and I when I was like 3. How about it?
How about it?
Little Nate with the bleached hair, huh? How about
Yeah.
it? Look at that. I'll put a pin in that. I'll come back to it. We are 1-0 on. This isn't Dom Smith. Oh no, because we're starting Lee here. 2-0. My bad. No. So as I was saying, well, before I finish that story, sorry, I'm all over the place here.
That's what the book does to you.
As a reminder, if you got questions as we go about, just drop them in the chat and we'll get to you. We're gonna get to you know what?
Hey, here's a new one. I don't know if you've written this down before, but this is a first baseman just feeling the ground ball and touching first on his own. There's no other position involved. It's very easy. Just write a 3U, 3 unassisted.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't think we did that last time.
We did not. Was that 0-2, by the way?
That was 2-0.
Or I'm sorry, yeah, 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what do we got here? Just a little short.
Just a little off the end. And F7 again. If you kind of get confused, my wife gets a little confused sometimes with the outfield position. Those kind of stump her a little bit, but she's just counting left to right. So 7, 8 being center, 9 being right.
And was that first pitch, by the way?
It was first pitch.
I know it doesn't severely matter, but I like having it right. I like having it right.
Nothing wrong with that. Because again, some of this stuff, look, man, this is what it only used to be. Didn't find you found out scores by this. There were box scores that were put in the newspaper, and that's how you found out about guys and how they did, right? So it's cool to see that, all right, well, was that a first pitch swinging? Was he in a hole? Did he hit a home run with 2 strikes against him? Those things are important to know sometimes. So
the one thing that I'm gonna have to get used to is being able to quickly speed would be helpful, but just generally being able to make sense of the score book itself. You know how
reading it when it's done.
Yeah, just being oh, this happened, instead of because I feel right now I'm I really have to break down each box and be okay, what happened here? What happened here?
Yeah.
I mean, I know what everything means, obviously, but just being able to
read the story in a way.
Right. When we played Little League and the umpire would come over and be did we have 1 out or 2 outs there? Or you know what I mean? Asking about the score of the last inning, and they're just yeah, we got this and that, this and that.
Which looking back now, oh, here we go. What do we
Hit
got?
by pitch?
Yeah.
Did I see that right? Okay.
Yeah.
We got a little HBP for Elliot Ramos. And we bring him on down to first. So that was 2-2.
Yeah, it was a 2-2 count. See? And that's, again, that's a perfect example of if you're a nerd, if you're nerds like us and you like to be able to understand how well is Dustin May throwing tonight? How many times has he lost a hitter? He just hit a guy with 2 strikes. You know what I mean? That doesn't feel great. And that tells a different story than just, I don't know what the count was, but he hit him, right? That's a completely different thing.
Yep.
So
Dom Smith, we got 0-1 here.
No disrespect on Dom Smith. My bad, man.
Hey,
I
no
didn't realize the
disrespect.
OPS was 950. Like,
Yeah, how
that's,
about it?
I was saying
Reds-
he was out of a job now, but
Red Sox legend Dom Smith.
that's true. A quick Yankee legend as well.
No, just Red Sox legends.
Oh,
As we know, anybody
And
that
Met.
plays for
he's a long
Any-
time Met.
true, anybody that plays for both the Yankees and Red Sox ends up just being the unequivocally better player for the Red Sox.
It's hard to say. I mean, Johnny Damon did win a ring with both.
Was that- I'd be curious to see statistically though what it looked like because I honestly don't remember. Was that 1-1?
That was 1-1.
And that was a 4-3?
That's right. And third out. Let's finish out that line.
Now remind me on a play like that, and I know it's not like imperative to the or super relevant to the book, but when you get a guy that gets thrown out at first like that, where do you fit? Like for Ramos, didn't you say you go like halfway to show that he was en route to second base, or
Yeah.
how do you
You can do that. You can draw it like kind of up to you. Again, this is like you'll have your own style as you go. Like sometimes, yeah, you can do that.
Well, but like, how would you distinguish a steal then? Because if I went all the way,
that's where your book is great because of what you have at the top. Like with you having single, double, triple, home run, like walk, you're able to circle that and keep your box open.
That's fair.
Because that way you can write SB for a stolen base. You know what I mean?
I like the halfway thing. That feels
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, whether or not it's actually right, who knows? But
It's again, like I don't think there's like a perfect way of having a book. It's just kind of you find your own style. That's something that I like to do just to be able to help me understand.
sure.
And that's just kind of how it is. Finish out that that third inning, by the way. So you and Pops just hung out. What was the story you were saying? You were going through. You're doing a little. Which every mom our age has scrapbooks, just boxes of scrapbooking and evidence of our childhood. Because let's be honest, our childhood was elite.
I'm hoping this doesn't mess up our stream, and if it does, I'm screwed. But just trying to find it here.
Oh, got a little peach tea going.
I pulled this from our scrapbook and printed this and gave it to Pops.
That's cool. That's solid. That's solid.
Shout out, Dad. Happy Father's Day.
Shout out all the dads out there.
There
That's
we go.
going.
Didn't mess up. Okay, we're good.
All right, old Freddie.
Okay, so finish out the inning. Oh, we got no runs there, right? So
No
0,
runs.
none for the Giants. Flip over. We are starting here at Freddie.
And we are 2-0 on Freddie.
We are 2-0 on Freddie.
All you did was take like 8 seconds to yourself to find something and show us something.
A
and you're
picture.
behind. You know what I mean? Like
I'm
that's,
two pitches behind. Crazy.
That's crazy. It's crazy how quick this goes. And everyone talks about how slow baseball is. It's like, well, keep score once and tell me how slow it is.
That's a great point. That might just be my rebuttal for now on. Like when people are like, baseball's so slow. I'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
come with me to a game. We'll keep score. You tell me how slow it is.
Right. You got F8.
Freddie got a F8. Not doing too bad with the pen. I mean, despite the lineup changes that were out of our control.
That's not on us. That's not on us. I'm not wearing that. I don't think you should either. You write an 8 like a crazy person, though. Where'd you start that puppy?
Do I really?
Let's start at the bottom. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to mess up the book, but
Next time, just warn me. I'm looking for a fly ball to the
All right.
outfield so I can see what you did.
0-2 on Teo. Was that a 2-0 fly out for Freddie? Is that what
That was
you
a
got?
3-0.
Oh, 3-0. See, that's good to know.
Yeah,
So he did not listen to our podcast name there. How about it?
clearly.
Sorry for moving a little fast for you folks if you're learning, but hopefully by now you've
Hopefully
gotten
the
hang of it.
visual. I think the visual aid kind of helps fill in that gap. I think this is great. I think
Yeah.
this is.
Shout out to Josh, Bridge to Bucktober podcast. Shout out to some of you others that were recommending going the visual route. I don't know why I didn't think of this the first time, but I just didn't think
Me
I had a
neither.
way to do it.
I
But
know.
then-
I kept like pulling my book up to the camera.
But then MacBook
It's not
was
that
like,
helpful.
here you go.
Yeah. We got 2-2 on Teo and punch out. And for those curious, the forward K is for swinging. Backwards K is for looking.
Josh, speaking of Josh, he said the halfway line is what I use when someone gets out going to that base.
Yeah, it's fair. So, like they didn't quite get to that base. I mean, that's again, it's just your style, man. Like you can put your own style on how you keep book, because like when it comes down to it, you just want like the important pieces to everything. Ooh.
Dude, I need to go out. Now that I'm like we even in this game in the early going here, we've gotten some things that we didn't experience last game, the first time we did this,
Mm-hmm.
like markings and things like that. So now I feel like I'm gonna start doing this more. And I feel like I need to invest in a nice pack of quality pencils.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I feel like that's a good thing to have.
I think it is. Should we bring these to? No, we're not going to do it during the All-Star game.
Because remember we talked about this. It's like, oh, this would be great content, and I'm like, no, because
we're gonna have a Sunday game. We're gonna have a Sunday game that if maybe we streamed while we were there,
they're not.
right?
They don't do the. No, I think.
I thought
Sorry.
they get.
Hold on, pin that thought. What do we got here? Was that
No,
an O2?
They're done after
I thought it was like the Friday.
Friday. They're done after Friday. Yeah, that was a
We
O2
have-
punch out.
O2 swinging.
Yeah.
That was efficient.
Yeah.
So okay, so let me recap the inning here. So for Dustin May, the Dodgers were hitting. So for what's his face on the other side, that was
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
a 9-pitch inning, if my math serves me correct.
We have 10. No, 11. So we had 3-0 on Freddie, and then he flew out. So that's 4 pitches.
Then 2-2 on Teo.
2-2 on Teo, so that's 8. And then we had 0-2 on Pajes for 10, and then he struck out 11.
Oh, right, because I'm not.
You have to
I'm
count.
only-
you have to
right,
count
right,
also
right.
what they did.
So 11 pitch inning for
See? Tells a story, man.
Helly. What the helly?
Dude, it's the worst trend. I think that's the dumbest.
What the helly, Barry?
It's the
Is that how you
dumbest
say
sound.
it? Is that how you say it? Is it helly? Is that who we're working with?
I don't
over
know.
in
Help us out, chat.
San Fran?
Bro looks like a very uncomfortable at bat. I will say that. It's like 8 feet tall.
Hey, I mean, there's nothing like a last minute you're starting tonight to really get the juices flowing for Heliante, Helly Berry.
It's my least favorite trend
It's the worst.
that we've had in a while. I'm gonna be honest.
It's not even the trend. It's just the song. Like the song
Yeah.
stuff. What are we doing? I mean,
Why
what
is
the
that
helly?
Yeah, why is that popular? What are we? Why? Oh man, dude, I made some carne asada tacos for my
Wait.
dad today.
Wait, sorry, one sec.
Speed it up.
All right, so we go finish off the line here,
Yeah,
and then also the top, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Um,
we're back to.
Made some carne asada tacos today for Pops.
Oh, I heard that little
Homemade
heard that
fresh
little
guac.
Spanish flair. You just put out that little Espanol
Oh, yeah.
flair.
A little Espanol.
Carne, how do you say it?
Asada.
Asada. I caught that.
Carne asada.
Asada.
Turned out fire, dude.
Dude, you're a fantastic cook.
Homemade guac, homemade pico. Oh man. Came out real nice.
We got 0-2 on Wilmer.
Ooh. Little backwards K for
It's
Wilmer.
nasty.
That is such an uncomfortable thing to write.
It feels terrible. It feels terrible.
Not as uncomfortable as saying asada.
That's it, baby.
Carne asada.
Yeah. Quesadilla.
That's the same thing.
Yeah. You're just practicing, that's all.
Quesadilla.
Yep.
I've got a. That was the third. I looked up late.
Mhm.
Third to all right. So we got a 5-3 for Schmidt.
Yeah. That was first pitch swinging.
Nice. Okay. 2. Hopefully the visual aid is
Hang on.
helping folks. What?
Did Casey Schmidt get pulled? Who just did that? Because they just showed a replay of him fouling a ball off his foot in his first at bat. It makes me wonder.
Hold on. I got the game day up. Oh, that was Tyler Fitzgerald.
Sick.
All right. Hold on. Let's finish this at bat because I want you to explain it for the new folks. So put a pin in that. We do have to go back and correct that at bat. But right now, Yaz is up 2-0 in the count.
These freaking lineup
Dustin May.
changes are
Hey,
insane.
next time we do a stream,
Yeah.
anytime we get a hitter that takes on 3-0, shout out 3-0 take. I feel like we need to do something.
You got a little soundboard something? You got a little soundboard something to play? Let's see what I got. Yeah, there it is. That's nice.
That's a 3-0 take by our boy Yaz. Shout out Yaz.
Shout out, yes.
Friend of the pod, friend of the program.
For those who have been around for a minute, they remember that interview.
Heck yeah,
Nice little
man.
rope for our guy.
That was a fun interview.
Yeah, he
I
was cool.
Thoroughly
He
enjoyed
had-
talking with Yaz.
Yeah.
That was
He
a
was a good
3-1 single.
I
Excuse
think
me.
he was one of our first.
I think that was during
One
our
of the
batch
first
of
guys.
COVID interviews, if I recall.
He was like one of the first ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little hit by pitch for hold on. Logan Porter. Sorry, I had to write tiny there. I don't know if you can see it. Hit by pitch. So bump Logan Porter up to first. Yaz goes to second. And we still have 2 outs.
Look at you, man.
That was the first pitch, HBP.
Yeah. This is also why broadcasters do this, by the way, because like you can just tell, like you just narrated what's going on. You know what I mean? Like by you writing it down and like saying this is what happened, kind of does half the job for broadcasters. So that's why they keep book.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. It's a good thought.
Allows them to just quickly look down and be like, so and so is 0 for 2 tonight, or you know whatever.
Oh boy.
All right, what do we got?
What's his face? Koss can never remember his first name. No disrespect. Obviously.
No disrespect.
All
All right,
right,
buddy,
so we
speed
got
it
a
up. What we
single. Got
Yeah.
a single. Taking him down to first. Porter bumps up to second, and Yaz comes all the way home.
That's right. And what I would like to do is just go ahead somewhere in Koss's box, try to squeeze in an RBI somewhere. Some boxes have an RBI thing that you can check.
You mean
And-
just writing RBI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like oddly enough, I have an RBI spot, so I can just put a tally there. I don't have everything else, but I have an RBI spot. So now we are at the top of the order.
And remember, we stay in the fourth inning here.
Stay in that fourth inning.
So we got Lee up. Lee's down 0-1. So fill in that first strike. I need this half inning to end so I can get that Fitzgerald thing figured out. 1-1 for Lee.
Honestly, not much to it.
No, I know, but just for people that haven't thought before.
Scoot that book up a little bit.
Ah, sorry.
That way. There we go. Did you hear me earlier? Little peach tea mix.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Dustin May is looking a little erratic right now.
Yeah. It's that third time through, man.
Third
Third
I don't
time
wanna hear
through.
that.
Here it comes.
Don't want to hear that.
This is where all pitchers collapse and cease to remember what to do.
Ho, bro! What is the ball boy doing?
Having a yard sale, bro.
What was that? Run
I don't
somewhere
know.
else.
What do we got? Was that a triple? It was.
Was that 2-1?
That was 2-1.
All right, so triple for Lee. Bump him all the way over to third. Porter comes in to score.
Yep.
And Koss comes in to score. So do you still just go RBI or do you put 2 RBI or what do you
Yeah,
like
I would
to
just
do?
put like 2. Again, I've got a spot for it, so I can do a couple tallies. So it's up to you. However you want to mark it is totally your call.
I might just write 2 RBI. Seems
Yeah.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Where was I guess in that situation there's only so many places to go, but like I don't think I've ever seen a ball boy just like run towards center field.
Book it, dude. That guy was moving.
That's kind of a tough spot to be. So, I guess I get it.
I feel like you're better off hopping in someone's lap in the first row.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My first instinct isn't to just run into the field of play. Like,
Right.
I
I think he dropped a water bottle too. That'd be interesting.
crazy. All right. We got Willie up.
What about these Giants having a decent little inning here?
How about it?
And we're a couple hitters away from having a real situation, by the way.
Oh, don't remind me. I forgot it. I was like, something's not looking right here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you are looking at Kyle's book and you're like, all these scratch outs and adjustments, just wait. If once one team hits around, it ruins your book. It ruins it. It ain't gonna look good moving forward. I can tell you that.
Oh shoot, I'm behind here. What do we got? 0-2? Yeah, 0-2.
Yeah.
0-2 for Willie. And that is a F. All right, here you go. Here's your 8, by the way.
Let me see it.
All right, hold on.
Get the F.
Let me do this here. Hold on. Because I want to. All right, so he stays put. Okay. So F. So I started up in the.
Crazy that the first line that you write on the F is the bottom line. Go 8.
What?
Go 8.
All right, so I start up in the northeast corner here. So I go here, bring it down, go up and around. That's how I make my 8s. Is that weird?
That's weird to me.
Hold on. No, the first line I make for an F is the straight down, up and down one.
Yeah, but the next move has to be the top line of the F.
Do I not do that?
No, you did the low one. You did the low short one, which is
Oh, you're right. I do.
that's crazy,
Hold on,
bro.
sis. Yeah, that's weird.
And my 8, I basically draw an S and then I just keep it going. Like I do the S and then keep it coming up.
That's what I did. I started up here. I made my S, and then I just brought it through.
You come down and then back over and up.
Dude, look at how I drew this 8. I start here. I go here.
No, you didn't.
Did I not?
No, you went down. Bottom
Oh, you're
loop,
right. Okay, you're
and
right.
then closed it off. With the
I'm
top.
forgetting how I write my own letters. So I go here. I see what you did. Yeah, that was weird. Dang, I'm a weird dude when it comes to writing. Okay, so hold on. Let's finish this.
We're in a big inning. Top Tyler Fitzgerald, by the way, you're just going to cross off Schmidt and write Fitzgerald underneath his name. Simple as that.
As an actual sub, though, not like
Yeah,
we've been
not
doing where
as-
I've been crossing names out.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's an actual sub. So, oh, well, I shouldn't have crossed it out.
You can. It just helps you.
Well, I don't want to completely cross it out because then you lose track of who was playing. All right. Fitzgerald is now in. And is that all we have to do? Everything else?
That's it, man. You can write
But how
5
do-
next to his name if you want.
But how do
That
you
way you know he's at
indicate?
third.
How do you indicate like where
You asked
he
this
came
last
in?
time. Yeah. It's there's no specific way that I know of like when you write it. If you wanted to, like next to his name, I know some people will put like a parentheses of what inning he came in. So like
Yes.
next to his name, you just do 4. Yeah. There you go. And they got 3 runs that inning.
Oh, true.
And by the
Right.
way, we're 0-2 on Kike because that's how fast things move here.
Hold on. Pin that in the chat. What the heck? All right, Kike. All right, here we go. Kike is 0-2
Mm-hmm.
in the chat. I don't want to shame anyone so long as it looks the same in the end, but watch him write a B, Nate.
Oh no.
He says no disrespect. Hey, as long as you clarify, no disrespect. It's all good.
I think you write like from the bottom up. I think it's weird. I think I saw you write a 4 pretty weird as well. I think we need to have this studied.
Hold on. How do I write a B? Trying to remember how I write a B.
Do me a favor, just write over the B in bets.
Well, that's what I was gonna do, but hold on. Was that a swinging K?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Hold on. So, do I start from the bottom? Yeah, I have to start from the bottom because that's where my line finishes. Are you seeing that? So I would draw my line here, and then I would just. How is that weird? That's what I start top to bottom, and I just finish it off working back up. How is that weird?
I don't love it. I pick it up. I'll go line back up to the top. Boom, boom.
Well, that's inefficient. I
draw a 3.
No, that's inefficient. I go line straight down and I work my way back up. There's no pickup for me.
We're 0-2 on Rojas, by the way.
Say what you want about my 8s, but my B's far more efficient than yours. I mean, I'm saving fractions of a second, but multiply that out.
Papa's
multiple times over a day.
got a crazy good handwriting.
Think about it.
I'm just letting you know now.
Hey, I'll take your word for it. But think
In
about
third
it.
grade, my teacher got mad at me and sent a note on my homework telling my mom to stop writing my homework for me. And my mom's like, I'm not. That's him. My dad used to make me do that when I was a kid. During the summer, I used to do those lines. We write like A, B,
Yeah.
B, B. I had to do those all summer. Because he's like, you can't have bad handwriting. It's not okay. It's an F7, by the way.
That was an F6.
Was it 6?
Yep.
That was a shortstop?
Yep.
All I saw, I stopped. I looked away. Good catch. Not Willie. I was talking about you. Good catch on you.
Oh, we got a new pitcher. No, but think about it. Over the course of my life, with the amount of time that I save writing my B's versus the way you write your B's, I'm saving maybe 7 seconds over the course of my life. Like total. Think about all the things I could do with those 7 seconds. It's not much, but it's something. Any word? Oh no, hold on. I got game day pulled up here. Who they bringing in? All right, so what the hell he finishes his day. No, who's up right now? Dodgers are up. So what the Heliante finishes with 3 2/3.
Oh, you brought up a good point. We tried to do this last time. I like writing the opposing pitcher on that side, right? So on the Dodgers side, I like writing the Giants pitcher
Yeah, I didn't do
on
that
that
this
side
time.
of the scorecard, just because that way you don't have to flip back and forth, and you don't get confused. But where are we at? Where are we at in the game? What did he finish?
Finished with 3 2/3.
There we go.
He's clear, right? There wasn't anybody on base.
Nobody on base. He's clear.
All right, so his book is complete.
Book is complete. How many hits
Gave
we
up-
got?
Gave up 3 hits. And I know you do the whole like referencing the book, but I'm not advanced enough for that yet. So I'm just pulling game day. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. 5 Ks and 2 walks.
Bang.
So that's What the Heliante's book. What the Heliberry. What the Helion.
Oh, now we got Joey Lachesi.
He's not pulled up yet on the thing.
I saw it on the television.
You saw it on the
Immediately.
telly?
Mel immediately gave up a single.
Was that was a first pitch?
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah,
makes me
he's-
think Luke Casey like the boots.
Yeah,
Cowboy
he's still
boots.
not up yet. Hold on. Sorry, folks. Getting us back up to speed here. Nope, wrong side.
I think I need to familiarize myself with the Giants a little bit more.
Yeah. So that was a single for Dalton Rushing.
Yep.
Bring him on down to first. There's a B again. Yeah, I don't. You're not going to get me on this one. My Bs are more efficient. That's all.
But at what cost? Because it looks rough.
Well, that's a script. That's a chicken scratch B. If I tried to make it look nice, it's still going to be quicker. Okay, so that was a first pitch single for Rushing. Tommy Edmond 2-0.
There we go. You able to scoot that up just a hair? There we go. That's that right there.
As in F. What are we doing here? Wow.
To the moon.
Is that? Oh wait, Chapman's not playing tonight, is he?
Chum's on the IL, dog.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was like, that did not look like Chapman. So that was an F6. 3 outs. And Dalton Rushing. Just go ahead and keep him there. Yeah, so I don't know why Game Day doesn't have Halle Berry's successor up yet.
Lucchese. Maybe it's
Yo,
after.
Game Day. No, Game Day's. Dude, somebody is sleeping.
I
Somebody
think he's
is.
still in there, huh?
Somebody's napping at Game Day because they just said Heliante finished with 4 complete innings, which is not the case.
Boo.
So, what the Heliante needs to clean up their act.
Shame.
Actually, no, not Heliante. He did his job. It's whoever's running Game Day right now.
That's right. That's right. What are you doing using? Can I see Game Day real quick? The app? Can you just show me?
It's on the computer. I can't.
Oh, I don't
Can't
think
flip it.
I don't think I've ever dabbled.
I'm watching.
Do you like it?
What do you mean?
Like, is that your go-to app? Like, check scores, check lineups.
Yeah, if I had to check. Yeah, if I had to check a lineup, I'm just going to Game Day. But I have to. I would have the game up next to the stream right now, but I tried pulling up the game on ESPN, and ESPN was just buffering on my computer. Like I clicked the game, and it was like, "Watch." I clicked it, and it was just buffering, but it only works on my phone.
Are we allowed to do that, by the way?
No. Like for me, not. I wasn't gonna put it like
oh.
on the actual on the
Yeah,
screen,
got
just
you.
so I could watch it on my monitor.
I got you. It highlights old Kirsch.
Love some Kirsch, man. Look at him.
It's a young buck.
It's like a grandpa. All right, so we are starting with yes, Ramos. Wait. Sorry. I'm coming back to that. So no runs there for the for the Dodgers, excuse me. So still 3-2 Giants. Ramos is 1-1. Hopefully this is making sense for folks. If you're new,
Doing great, man.
if you're new and you're joining along here, hopefully we're explaining that, or hopefully Nate's explaining this in a way that makes sense.
No promises. How you feeling? Feeling good?
Good, man.
How's that queso sitting?
It's good, man. It's one of my favorite snacks of all time. Moe's chips and queso. Nothing better.
Did you get a burrito at least, or did you just
Yeah.
get that? Okay.
No, that was our dinner. I decided to eat before rather than on the stream
Respect.
because that burger that I had on stream, that was last time we did this. That was tough to.
It was a tough scene.
manage. Yeah, for everybody involved, that was just a really.
You can
tough.
get a lot of fries in. I don't think you could.
Yeah, I apologize for that visual, but like I said, boys got to eat, so
Yeah.
had to do what I did. Looks like we got a.
hungry myself.
Well, it's what, like 2:00 over there?
Yeah. It's 5:30, man.
Insane. You got a full day after this game's over.
Jealous.
That was F3. I'm very jealous. That was an F3.
Yep. Oh.
What? Oh, watching it?
Just watching it. Just watching it.
Whatever, man.
I'm surprised the backwards K isn't natural for you based on what I'm seeing.
Whatever.
Dude.
1-0 for. Ooh, that was close. I must mess that up. This is Dom Smith. Oh, boy.
What's up, guy?
This Devers thing, man.
Oh, it's still eating at you.
Well, enough about the Red Sox. What does this do for the Giants? A contending Giants. Like a legitimate.
Legit Giants right now. I mean, what?
Legitimate-
A game back? Like,
Weren't they atop the West like before the weekend or at some point over the weekend? Thought they were. Or at least tied.
they're a game back right now. And if they win it tonight, obviously they will be tied for this division.
How'd the previous two games go this weekend? I didn't check. That's a base on balls for Dom Smith. So we go BB. Super
Giants
efficient
won
BBs.
Friday. Dodgers won yesterday. Dodgers was interesting. I was watching that because it was 11-0, and then Kike came in. The grand slam was given up, and then they had to bring a reliever back in. It's interesting. What did Dom Smith do, dude? I didn't see.
Sorry, base on balls, 4-pitch walk.
Cool.
Dustin May is not looking sharp right now. I got to be honest.
No. What were we talking about?
Hey, real quick.
What Devers does?
Yeah, real quick before we get into that. Shout out to the folks in the chat. I've yet to acknowledge.
Thanks for
folks in
hanging
the
out,
chat.
dude.
Thanks for-
Sunday night, just chilling.
Thanks for hanging out. We almost got a cool 400 joining
Yeah.
us here on the stream. How about it?
That's nice. That's real
Across
nice.
our platforms. That's big. That's
Just chilling.
a
Just soaking it in.
that's a heck of a turnout. Appreciate you.
That's
folks.
a lot of people that want to just chill. There's 400 right there. That's
Hey!
400 people that just want to chill, hang out,
and listen to us instead of the ESPN crew. That's a big deal.
Shout out to the 4 Hundies. We got 2-2 on Wilmer Flores. Yeah, like I said, I hope this makes sense. I hope we're explaining it in a way that makes sense. And you can ask Nate. Nate, didn't I mean, I picked this up after like couple innings last time.
Couple innings. Like once you're in, you're in. Until you start seeing weird stuff, you know, a 5-player rundown, you know, like that. Sometimes that can get a little tricky. Writing that in, which does happen. I mean, those weird plays happen. For the most part, 90% of the game, like you already know. Like if you've watched baseball long enough, you've heard it. If you played, like you know what things mean. It's just about putting it down and kind of making it make sense while you're writing it. That's all.
Quick question for you. If there was a 5-man rundown, are you just utilizing the outfield space to write that in, or just like wherever there's space to write that in?
Wherever there's space. Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's a pain in the booty, but you got to do what you got to do. I to build off of what we were talking about, I think Devers legitimizes this team a lot more.
This has been your gripe with the Giants. Like they're just their direction. They appear directionless, but now that you're playing well, you go out and add a guy like Devers, very much legitimizes.
I haven't been impressed at all.
Right, what are we doing in the outfield? Come on.
Kike, man. Kike.
What is going on? What is this?
Oh boy.
Did you have 1-1 there?
He didn't score. They stopped him?
It's Dom Smith, dude. Come on.
I had 1-1 there.
Okay, so what are we ruling that? That's
just a single. That's a first to third single. There's no error on anything.
Oh, he didn't get the second there?
Oh, he did get a second. Well, that's a double then. I'm not seeing an error. Like if Kike is sliding, trying to knock it down, like cut it off, to me, I don't see that. And he didn't move up on the throw. You know what I mean? Like I think that's just a straight up double.
Yeah, they gave him a double. This is Fitzy here, so that's a double. That's a 1-1 double. So he goes to second. And Dom Smith bumps up to third.
Yep.
Ugh, that bothers me. Sorry. A little gap there.
That's where you draw the line. Literally.
Hey. Wait. Did they just walk? Yes.
Walk.
Hey, for you newbies may not know, that's an IBB. So he bumps up. Yaz bumps up to first, friend of the pod, friend of the program.
Some say.
And that's it, because everybody else is already in place. Program, some would say, yeah.
Logan Porter. Yeah, dude. I think it legitimizes them big time. I think it gives them an actual offense, especially just kind of like, look, no disrespect.
Hey, no disrespect.
But like, you know, it's hard to just sit here and say like Dom Smith is going to carry us to the promised land.
Yeah, you can't rely on that.
It's hard to sit here and say that Wilmer Flores isn't eventually going to fall off. I know he just keeps hitting.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but he still he cooled off a little bit from that start he had.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like in general, like the guy's done well for himself in this uniform. Like he's done okay. So
gets out of the jam. That's a 5-3.
Yep.
That was hit to the third baseman, which is represented by the number 5. For those of you learning at home, 5-3, throw to the first baseman. That is the third out of the inning. And everyone stays put. So we finish off this inning. No at bat for Koss. No at bat for Lee or Damas.
There we go.
No runs scored there. Still 3-2. 0 runs scored. We flip her on over.
Yeah, dude. Just it squeezes it squeezes some guys a little bit. I'm curious to see what they do with Matt Chapman at third. Like Rafi Devers is not going to get any time there. Maybe in this interim, but like I don't see the point in playing him at third. Like Casey Schmidt is still a solid defensive option. You see Tyler Fitzgerald like sliding in to do that right now after Casey Schmidt got hurt. So like there's options there. I think the days of Rafi Devers being in the infield in any important amount of games, I think those days are gone officially.
Sure.
I think he slots right in the 3-hole. It scoots, an Elliot Ramos down. And then you kind of just start figuring out it's one less spot to worry about in the lineup in my mind. Like it's one less spot. And as far as 1, 2, 3 hitters go, like when healthy, Jung-Hoo Lee, Willy Adames, and Rafi Devers, like that's legit.
You'll take that.
That's legit.
You will take that. Excuse me, folks. Going to take a little moment here to enjoy some queso. It's not queso. Can we just all admit it's not queso? Whatever Moe's is churning out, it's not. I don't know what it is. It's not queso, but it's still delicious. Is it good for me? No. Will I eat it? Yes.
How long ago did you order this, and how congealed is it?
Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty. I mean, it's not. It's like the blizzard. It's not falling off my chip.
Yeah. Blizzard might have to happen.
It would come on. Okay, it's coming. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, see, Julie gets it in the chat. It's cheese adjacent. That's chef's kiss. Perfect description. And this is a first pitch single, correct?
Yep.
For my fantasy king, leading my team in points.
I'm gonna lose again this week, dude. I'm officially done.
Actually, I don't call me crazy. He has to be leading my team in points because I got Crochet. Crochet's been lighting it up too, but I think Otani's got him beat by a good margin. Okay. Yeah, I think you did lose this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm done. I think the playoff chances will officially say 0 next to my name now. 5 straight losses, if you were curious.
That's tough, dude. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Why are you smiling when you're apologizing like that?
What does this mean? Are you going to have to get relegated? Are you going to have to sit out next year?
Could be.
1-1 on Mookie here.
Wonder what that looks like,
Hey, maybe no, there's guys in the league on this stream. I was going to say, maybe we collude a little bit. No, I wouldn't legitimately recommend colluding. I'm not about that, but it would be
I might have to take a year off, man. I don't know. I don't know what the punishment looks like, but I'm not thrilled with my performance. I got a solid team. Just not happening for me this year.
Got 2-1 on Mookie. The ball at the middle here. A little single. Speaking of stars that the Red Sox have shown the door to.
I have a feeling this is the inning for the Dodgers.
I mean, no better way to start it off.
Couple knocks, yeah. Couple knocks at the top of the order. Nobody out.
Dude, we haven't even. Do you got some Chinook seeds on standby?
I got some seeds. I don't have a spitter.
Well, once you finish up that tea.
It's true.
Quit your yapping and make us some tea.
There's a lot of ice in here. That could make things interesting.
Well, it's a spitter. It's not like you got to reuse the cup.
Yeah, but then what at that point?
Oh, true. Because then it
throwing
melts.
away. It's got the water in the
Yeah.
trash can.
That's a great point. I didn't think that far through. My bad.
It's what I do. It's what I do.
All right, we got 0211 02 02 on Frederick.
Cleats look good.
I'll tell you what, man, this Father's Day bats look real nice.
Yeah,
That light blue is just a good color.
I know. It very, very much blends with the Dodger blue as well.
Yeah.
Which is annoying. But I would like to see the hats come back. Just gonna put that out there. I'd like to see that have a return.
Josh in the chat, hey Kyle, Tibbs might actually be a stud. I mean, that helps a little bit, but Rafi Devers was also a stud too. Like an established stud.
I played third.
I play third. Hey Rafi, would you consider moving to first base to really do a solid for the team and help them out and improve your chances of winning a World Series this year? I play third.
Next day has a translator.
Yeah, let's not do that again, Rafi.
This had the craziest. I mean, it's just the writing was on the wall. I'm going. I'm gonna be spitting into this cup. I don't
There you
care.
go. Tap into it. Bro, what is the cameraman doing behind Freddy right now? Like we're in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, I was looking away. Just getting
Like
into
bro's got the camera like panning like this. He's like got the big massive camera and like he had like stepped out for a pitch. What are we doing, guy? All right, little 4-3.
4-3, and I like to be able to just put an FC under that as well,
Oh, true. Good call. Good call.
just as a fielder's choice.
First out, so then we bump
Move everybody
Frederick.
up.
Or no, not bump Frederick. Bump Mookie. No,
And
Tommy
Ohtani.
goes to third.
Shout out Chinook, best in the game.
Shout him out.
It was from the road trip last weekend.
I guess I can say this. There's no reason I wouldn't be. It's not like it's a secret surprise or anything, but Chinook is hooking us up for the All-Star game. They're sending product ahead of us in advance to our location.
To our
And they
Airbnb.
say-
That's legit.
They said, just run wild with it. Hook up as many people as you can with this greatness. And we said, not if we eat them all first, but we'll do what we can.
Facts. I'm gonna have to check
So-
my bag on the way back.
If you, yeah, truth be told, I'm running a little low on cinnamon toast seeds, so I may need to like snag a few and throw them in my bag if we're being honest. But
Just skim off the top a little bit.
a little skim, a
Yeah.
little finder's fee, cover the
Yeah.
labor. But yeah, if you guys are gonna be in Atlanta, if you're listening, watching, if you're gonna be in Atlanta,
Keep an eye out.
keep an eye out. Come find us. We'll have seeds.
Speaking of spitter,
Hey,
we need
dude,
we need to find out about that spitter cup.
did you see that? That
It
was
looks nice.
that was clean.
It's basically like this. It's like an actual cup.
No, it looked like it was a can. It looked like it was in the shape of a can.
But like no top.
Right, no top, but I think it was like it was essentially like a soda.
But it was
can.
like it was like the aluminum.
branded with Chinook, real
That's just class.
premium product there. If I do say so myself. Sorry, I had to
Straight class.
stop myself there. I almost called it a topless can, but
Yeah.
glad I didn't.
The family show.
Family program.
All right. We got Ryan Walker on the bump now, but we cannot close out
It's correct.
Lucchesi's inning yet. Or
Wild start for Walker, I might add.
Yeah.
Teo, we got 1-0. Still second and third.
That's gross.
Real quick.
This looks like an uncomfortable at bat.
Sorry, coming back to this.
Whoa, what's going on over there?
Sorry, I had to flip it over and add Walker. What we got? Is that 2-1?
Yeah, I feel like my mouth sounds can't be great.
It's not. I mean, it's not the worst thing. I'm used to it because I do the same thing. But for
Can't be great. Can't be what you want, you know.
for the non-seed spitters, that might be an unusual sound. Josh said, "Gonna have to meet up and get some of those smokehouse seeds, dude. The smokehouse,
Dude, they're honestly probably they've crept into one of my favorites.
top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a little bit of the sweet, a little bit of the savory, so it could go either way. Some days you just want the oh, I'm way behind here. My bad. Was that 1-2
That was
punch
a
out?
full count punch out.
Holy cow. Okay. Hold on. Pin that thought. 2 outs. Oh, that's Jake. Not Josh. My bad. That's Jake. I was gonna say the smokehouse barbecue.
Is this Josh's brother?
Yes. Some days you want a little bit of sweet. Some days you want a little savory. Smokehouse get you covered either way. Because some days I'm just like, I need the cinnamon toast because I really need the sweet. And then some days I'm like, give me the original or give me like jalapeno ranch because I need a little something not sweet. But Smokehouse is the way to go.
Oh boy.
Ho!
Hello.
Hey, you called it. Hey,
I knew it.
shout out John in the chat. Smokehouse is fire. John gets it. Hopefully he's talking about Chinook and not some other brand, but
Yeah.
we're
that's
with
right.
you.
It's the only brand that matters.
Okay, so we got what was the count there, by the way?
0-1.
0-1. That's a homer. So we bring them all the way around. Shade in the box a little bit. Really make it stand out. It's hard to do with a pen. You can't really shade with a pen.
I was just coloring the corners. That's what I do.
Oh, okay. I like that. We bring in Mookie. Bring in Otani. And for those keeping score at home, that is, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 runs charged to
Yeah, his line can close now.
Lucchesi. I can never pronounce his name.
It makes me want to say like the boots, like the cowboy boots, Lucchesi.
Lucchesi. Do you put anything else in there for Pajes? Do you put like 3-run homer or anything?
I mean, you can put RBIs if you want.
True.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I
Shoot.
just missed what happened. What happened?
No.
What was that?
Hold on. Game day. Help us out here.
I was looking down.
Where is it? Give me the play-by-play. Kike flies out to the left fielder.
All right. F7.
Was that a 0-1? Or no, was that a first pitch?
It's hard to say. I wasn't looking.
Ah!
It's on me.
Yeah, come on, man. Can somebody in the chat confirm? Was that an 0-0 flyout for Kike? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it does for me.
This lineup, man. Just they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you one way or another.
Now I'm self-conscious about their way they write F.
You should be.
Whatever, man.
You should be.
Whatever.
There's a problem with that.
I can't get over the I'm sorry. Last thing I'll say about this Devers thing: you sweep the Yankees, and then you're like, "We'll see ya." Like what?
It was a little crazy.
Unbelievable. Dang, we were gonna push the pod to tomorrow. I mean, at this point, I still think we have to, but
Your call, pal. Your call.
we'll see when this game ends.
Yeah.
I also need you. I need you to be able to get some grub too. Either way. All right, hold on. What did see? This is where it gets. This is where it gets a little tricky here. What did we finish for? What's his face?
Trying to figure out what his innings was.
2/3. Keep an eye out right now. I got to catch back up. Sorry, folks.
I think that was an F3. Mm-mm. Oh, 1 on Jung Ho Lee.
Yeah, F3. So this is cost was F3.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a first pitch?
Yeah.
Now we got a. What was the count there?
0-1.
This moves too fast. Was that a F9?
Yeah.
2 outs.
Good news is I'm not seeing a bunch of people leave the stream because of me noshing on these seeds, so that makes me feel a little better.
Shout out Julie. First pitch fly out for Kike. So good. I wasn't gonna be able to sleep tonight if I didn't know, because
Nice work, Julie.
I think we're oh yeah, sorry, Laura too. Laura also confirms.
Yeah, 1-1 on Willie.
1-1, 2 outs.
It was 0-1 on Jung Ho Lee when he flew out.
I bet you he singles to center here. Love a good sneak peek on game day.
Told you my father-in-law does that. Drives me crazy.
Yeah. Like,
Drives
oh,
me
you're really gonna love
bonkers.
this.
Like, shut up. Why are we even watching? Let's just watch on the app.
Man. I'm just enjoying some cheese adjacent here. Oh my, this is getting bad. It's like
That's what it's doing in your stomach right now, too.
I don't care at this point, but I'm trying to
It's-
think like
it
what is
forms
this?
back into its original version.
You know what this looks like? This is like I'm pitch or two behind here. Hold on. It's 0-1 on Ramos. And we got a 6-4. How about it? First of those
There you go.
tonight. 6-4. So a little halfway here for Damas.
There you go.
That's 3 outs. And close off the inning. What was I saying? Oh, this looks like marshmallow fluff. Like it gets to a point where it's just solidified and it's like this would go nice with a PB well, not PB&J, but peanut butter for a nice little Sandwich.
shout out the queso blanco too. You know what I'm saying? The white queso I think hits a little different
Mm-hmm.
versus the queso that looks like the color of your shirt. You know. How you feeling, guy? Feeling good?
Good. And
By the way, Game Day's wrong about your line on Lucchesi. You remember? Because they were wrong about Heli.
no, they fixed it. They fixed it. Because remember they brought Walker in the middle of the inning, so he didn't finish the inning. Putting a bow on this queso thing.
I got you.
Moe's queso in a tier of its own. Like this whole I mean, I know this debate has been going on for like years now, but just to clarify, or just to make sure everybody's up to speed, Chipotle queso, not even
Oh, it's terrible.
not
don't
even
even get
on my radar.
Mine neither.
Although I will say it goes nice in like a burrito bowl, but if we're just going blow for blow here,
Pound for pound.
pound for pound, Moe's queso in a landslide. Oh, got a pinch hitter.
Awesome.
Oh, Max Muncy jumping in for Miguel Rojas.
This really pisses me off. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
what
come out and say it.
You know what I didn't do?
What did you
I
not
didn't
do?
I didn't put the positions in for the Dodgers. So we got DH,
Mm.
Mookie at short.
Did you just do that with the D again? Same thing. The
Whatever,
line down
dude.
and then over.
Whatever.
Questionable.
How am I already 2 pitches behind for Muncy? What inning is this? 6?
6.
Ooh.
Oh boy. This
Oh,
bat looks disgusting, by the way. That
Thanks for showing
crossfire.
up. Yeah, thanks for showing up, Max. I mean, why bother?
Yeah, welcome.
Freddie at third, Teo in right. Here, you can watch me write numbers, by the way. Paez, center.
Ugh. I hated that one.
Kike in left.
Normal.
Rojas, 5.
Normal.
Rushing.
I'm not a big fan of the swirly too, but I respect it.
I know. I understand it's controversial. And then
Yeah.
Tommy at second. So I guess they'll just slot Muncy right in.
I
at
missed
third,
the
right?
4. I wanted to watch you write that 4. I looked away for just a split second.
I can do it again. Dalton rushing up, correct? Still,
No.
yeah.
Yes. Sorry. I
2-1.
think it's 2-1. Yeah.
Okay. Here's my 4. Oh wait. See, when I have to rewrite it, I forget how to write a number.
It's understandable.
Give me like a pop out to the second baseman here, and you'll get to see it again.
That'd be huge. All right. I'm going to finish out this bag. Been trying to teach Paige all the seeds in one cheek, like a handful of seeds in the cheek, and then pull it over and crack and open with the other side of your cheek. It ain't for her.
Strikeout, swinging for easy there, big boy.
Ooh, the dust. That flavor dust. Whoa. Oh, I was looking at the Devers spray chart, like seeing
Yeah.
like how many home runs he would lose, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Tommy Edmond down 0-1. John in the chat. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
Hey, if you're watching, by the way, depending upon the platform, hit us with if you would be so kind, hit us with a like and or a smash of the subscribe button, as they
Goes
say.
a long way. Goes a long way.
Hit us with whatever your preferred form of engagement is. Like, subscribe, whatever it may
Turn
be.
that notification on so you know
Hit the
when
bell.
things like this are happening.
Hit the bell. Yeah, that's a good opportunity to remind folks. We're going to be doing this hopefully throughout the rest of the season, once a month.
4-3. Let me see
what'd
it.
you-
Scoot that
what-
thing up.
Hold on, what'd you have on the count there?
0-2.
02.
Let me scoot it up though. I can't see it. Right at 4-3.
4-3. Holy cow! Hold on.
He forgot. Criminal. It's just criminal.
Right? I don't go. Yeah, no, I definitely go here, there.
Hate
All right,
it.
so cross off this in.
Just freaking hate it.
Oh, Nate. What were we just talking about?
Remind the people about something.
Yeah. If you're interested in, keeping the rust away, if you want to keep growing your skill as a scorekeeper, as a bookkeeper here, we'll be doing this. We're gonna try to do it once a month. We're gonna pick a Sunday night stream, based on availability of Nate and myself.
A little bit of having to do with matchups as well. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But we'll try to do this once a month. So this is take 2. We did one last month. Yankees Mets. Did that last month. This month, obviously Giants Dodgers. Not bad. Two matchups, 4 different teams. So we're good there, but we're probably might run into a repeat or two in the
Possible.
in the coming sessions, but
I mean, this is a good one. This is a good game. This is a solid game. I like that. I like that the Giants have a little fight in them, and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that this team is. I hate to admit it, man, because I've been out on them for years. I've been out on the Giants for a hot minute, but
got their seats.
this year is starting to look a little different. Starting to feel a little different. I'm not all the way there yet. It's going to take me a while to get there, I think. But they feel a little different, especially now. Especially now. And I love, I've said this before on the pod. I love early buyers. I love buyers that are way before the deadline that allows that to kind of fill in, allows that a couple weeks, you know what I mean? To like kind of settle and see, okay, do we still have some of these holes? Are these holes now plugged? Like, I love that early buy. So I'm a fan. Dustin May is done, by the way. We got Vesia in.
I got to get better at tracking pitchers as the game goes along. It's just like it's too much because you only have a limited amount of time anyway, and I'm having to go back and like
You're struggling for sure.
innings and whatnot. Hey, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying.
It was a 1-0 F5 for Dom Smith for the first out. Nice. What should I have for dinner?
It's a good question.
Wouldn't hate a little teriyaki bowl. You know?
Oh, you're talking just eating in.
No.
Teriyaki bowl out?
Yeah.
From where?
A little spot down the street.
Nice.
I don't remember the name of it. It's like Yogi's or something like that. Yogi's Grill.
Lou Gehrig's
Yeah.
Grill. Gehrig's Grill.
Garrick's Grill. Yeah.
Yogi's Grill.
Yeah.
The Mick. 2-1
Which wasn't that
on...
like kind of like a slur back in the day? Did you know that?
What?
Yeah.
Yogi?
No, Mick. It was like a slur to Irish, like people from Ireland.
Well, then I guess we're not allowed to say Mick anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's crazy. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's crazy. Like one of the best baseball players of all time.
Well,
I know it's Mickey, but like,
I'm sure. I don't know how much the Irish really care if they're getting like
I don't know.
marginalized or whatever.
I
It's
don't-
like,
I know. I just I have.
do you
I
think
have
they care about the
weird-
Yankee center fielder if they're like?
I have weird trivia in my head, man. It just kind of comes out sometimes. I learned where the teddy bear came from the other day. Pretty wild
You
story.
gonna
Actually.
share or
Pretty crazy story.
was that a 2263?
It was. Theodore Roosevelt, when he was president, Teddy Roosevelt
Oh, I think I've heard this.
made it illegal to kill bears. And so like people started making fun of him by making like a gimmicky teddy bear thing and like passing it out, calling him like soft. He's like there was like a joke. He was making fun of him and then kids started to love it. And then they just kept making teddy bears. It's like, joke's on you now.
Nice try, losers.
Yeah. Look how awesome this is.
Just made like $1 billion industry. Congrats.
Yeah. See? You learn something new every day. This is why you're on the stream. This is why you're here. This is why it's not even to keep book. It's just to hear
Useless trivia.
ridiculous, useless trivia. That's what my head is filled with. And useless is probably generous. What are we, 1-1?
Yeah.
Woo!
Shout out to the folks in the chat again. Sorry, I don't need my queso on the screen. Y'all are real ones. Appreciate you hanging around with us tonight. Oh. Yeah, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like. Would mean a whole lot to us. Hopefully you guys are learning some things. I know I am. This is the second time I've kept book, and I think outside of maybe a couple instances, I think I could do this on my own now.
You think you're there?
I think so. I mean, like I said,
think you
there's a
are.
couple things that I'm probably going to be like, oh, and
Mm-hmm.
the other thing too is it helps having you to like confirm counts and stuff. Because I feel like if I was actually doing this on my own,
The buddy system is important, I feel.
I'd be scrambling. But
The buddy system is important, even if it's not someone doing book as well. If it's someone just watching a game with you, it's a big help. It's a big help because it's like, hey, what was that? You look away for 2 seconds, especially with this pitch clock, man. It's insane. Oh, still 1-2.
I mean, I kind of get it. Like if the Boomers were the ones that were up in arms about the whole pitch clock thing, if they're leading the charge there, and they're the
Like, yo,
they're the ones doing most of the bookkeeping,
I'm
I
already
kind of get it.
scrambling trying to get this down. Why are we speeding it up? You know,
I kind of get it. You know,
that's tough.
Ooh, that is a tough look there. Looking strikeout. That's a nice 3. Finish off this inning.
I think I'm gonna need to find myself a better pen. It's just I gotta tip a regular old ballpoint over here, and
I got a Pilot G2. That's like that's my
a top
favorite
tier pen.
That's my favorite pen.
It's a top tier pen.
Writes like a charm.
Yeah.
You realize how
Oh,
little we
boy.
write? You realize how little we write these days?
Scary. It's actually frightening. Shoot. All right. What did we have here?
All right, heading to the bottom of the 7th. Oh, 7th inning stretch.
2,
I gotta stretch these legs, man. Oh, haven't moved in
That's what this is for.
3 hours.
That queso's
No.
starting to hit.
When did we get on here? 6:45. So 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 hours. Oh,
You gonna make it?
stretch these legs, man. Yeah. Yeah, because I've had like no water today too, so that's not good.
Yeah, it's a tough look. I've been bad with water as well. Dude, I golfed yesterday.
What'd you shoot?
By the end, not well. Dude, it got so hot. It got so hot. It was like 104 when by the time.
But it's a dry heat. That's all I hear. It's a dry heat.
Not for me.
Whatever that means.
So is an oven. So, yeah, bro. I shot a 93. It's terrible. I shot a 41 on the front. A 41. I was 5 over on the front.
That's
And then
pretty
just
good.
imploded on the back. For a 52 on the back.
Sounds like the Yankees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so did you say what'd you finish with?
Yeah, 93.
93.
Pretty rough. But none of us played well. It's a tough course. The starter, when we were pulling up, said his top 5 hardest courses in Arizona.
Top 5.
Yeah. We got 1-1 on Shohei.
Yep. Come on, Shohei,
Ooh,
leg
that's
it.
a knock.
Leg it. Attaboy. That's a single fantasy point that does not matter in this week's matchup for me. So thank you.
You taking the L as well?
Yeah.
Ugh. That B just it raises the hair on the back of my neck.
Yeah, that's not my best B.
It's not.
Woo! Excuse me.
Bless you, by the way. I wasn't
Thank
sure
you.
if another one was coming.
No,
Sometimes you got to hold out for that second one.
that's only when I chew mint gum. Have I told you that? Anytime I have mint gum, I sneeze twice every time without fail.
Are you secretly a serial killer? With
I don't know.
the writing and now this? Like, what is that?
I don't know, dude.
Also, are you dabbling in other flavors of gum, or are we past those days?
What do you mean?
Is it just mint, or are you popping other types of gum in your mouth?
I mean, I'll have any type of gum, but it's the sneeze is the correlation is with mint.
Cinnamon gum doesn't do it to you.
No. 1, 2.
Raspberry, strawberry. Are you still messing around with any of those gums?
Not really.
Not really. So it's just mint. So you're always sneezing when you have gum now.
Pretty much. Oh. All right. First double play of the night. Okay. So that is a 5-4-3. For those watching at home, that would be now on a double play. Do I just put a 2 in for Mookie?
Well, yeah, Otani would be the first out, so I would draw
so
that half line, get him to first,
Yeah.
and then half line, cut him off, and then
Do I put the
I would
1
add the 1 back to him.
for Otani? Okay.
Yep.
And then go 2 for Mookie.
Yep.
Now
And then
we're
we got
on
0-1 on Freddie.
Frederick is 0-1. Excellent. Now 1-1. Love it.
I don't think you had a double play last game either. Is that your first double play written in?
Believe so. Yeah, because I think we got to the end of the last stream, and you were like, "Wow, we didn't have a single double play."
Yeah.
Because that game did. If you remember, that game moved pretty fast.
This one's moving pretty fast, I feel.
Thanks.
What? Why are you?
You know what happens when you say that. What? This is no mystery.
We're fine.
Was that a 1-1?
Yeah.
I didn't even see what happened. What was it?
L4. Little humpback liner.
L4. Oh, L4 is nasty.
We're headed to the 8th. Oh, gross.
Stop, dude.
You're so in your head about it
I'm
now.
so in my head about L4. Okay. Whatever.
Does Meredith have good handwriting?
Yeah.
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 Just curious if whatever this is going to be generational or someday or not.
All right. That felt personal.
Oh, Taco Bell commercial. That could happen. That could happen tonight. That could be on the docket.
Hey, you want to play this by ear? If we finish up within reason, do you just want to do like a quick emergency pod?
I think it's
Just-
important that we look into it.
Just knock it out. I mean, this is big. This is big stuff here.
Yeah.
Think we can make it happen.
I think we could. I mean, what do we? What pod would be categorized as an emergency if not this? You know what I mean?
I mean,
What are
a
we
Devers
doing?
trade from the clouds.
From the clouds after a sweep, like it makes no sense. I saw a little update that your boy Kyle Harrison is immediately going to AAA.
Yeah, I saw people freaking out about that. Like, maybe I just don't understand personnel moves in trades.
The way I
fall from
see
the
it,
clouds like that. But like,
my guess is that he's just probably going to get a start tomorrow,
Right,
Just to keep the
yeah.
schedule going. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
there's
don't-
anything to read into that, but
seems very cut and dry. But maybe I'm
Yeah.
overthinking it. But it seems
Yeah.
pretty straight.
I could be underthinking it.
I mean, the guy was literally. Yeah, I mean, you have to imagine. Well, I don't know. I'd be curious to learn how soon he
Well,
found out.
I'd be curious about your 40 man. Like I'd be curious about what because you're adding 2 to the 40 man. You're only clearing 1.
No.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying I would be curious to know how quickly he found out, or like how much sooner than the public found
Oh,
out.
Kyle Harrison.
Like, did he go through his warm up routine? Did he?
Makes me wonder.
Was he like walking to the dugout after his routine to get ready to run out? Like,
I don't know why, but I am a sucker for that footage.
yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I like seeing
When somebody finds something
reaction
out,
of a trade while they're wearing the old uniform. I don't know
with
what
you.
it is. But I want to see it. I'd like to see some coverage if he's like jogging in the outfield, like getting his pre-routine, like his pre-stretching in before starting his throwing routine. Like that'd be interesting. But yeah, I bet it's just to keep him on schedule, get a start. But what is we'll save it for the pod. So anyone listening, anyone that's hanging out on the stream, it sounds like we're about to go hop into a pod.
We're gonna go
episode
live right after that?
So if you want to join in and hang out, I think we're going to talk about what that Red Sox rotation looks like moving forward. I'm curious on that. Obviously you're going to be able to speak to that a lot better than I can, but you know,
oh, Nate.
I hate to say that. Like I don't know who's the odd man out. I'm not sure who moves to the bullpen. I'm curious to see what that looks like.
Crazy.
DH, I mean, there's nothing to really talk about there in my mind. Like it's just, especially with baseball nowadays, that's just a rotating spot that you can kind of fill in and allow some of this young core to bounce to that position and have a half day off. Like gives them a lot more flexibility with their lineup. So I think there's probably some positives to that, but it's the end of an era. The 2-2 punch out on Yaz, by the way, swinging.
It's my bad. 2-2 swinging. So
Mhm.
that's first out of the inning.
We got
I
Kirby
can't-
Yates in the game, by the way.
I can't express how much I appreciate the folks who have joined us tonight. This has been
Fun, man.
good, man.
I like doing this, and I like that. Like, I don't know how do I say this without being like too rude. I don't. Normally Sunday Night Baseball, I have it on mute. Let's just call a spade. I have Sunday Night Baseball on mute.
We've
The wife
definitely
and I are like watching something else on the other TV, and I'm absorbing it, but I'm not like super tuned in for the whole game pitch by pitch. And I like that you and I have found this little like, hey, we can stream when there's only one game on, everyone else is watching this game, but we're also like engaged in keeping booked, where we're not like super having to analyze these two teams necessarily. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Like, it's nice. It's nice that we're in tune with the game without being like, oh, here's some tidbit about Kirby Yates. Like, no, because otherwise you're just going to have it on their broadcast because they have a million production people helping them with notes. So this is a nice little in between. We have a pinch hit, by the way. Good catch. Good catch.
Well, this is for
Porter.
Their catcher, so I'll be curious to see where he slots.
Yeah. Chances are you're going to have another name written in.
Johnson's not a catcher, right?
I don't think so.
No, but to your point, we've definitely talked about this, how Sunday Night Baseball is like prime to have it up, like you said, to absorb it, to take it in, but
Yeah.
you're winding the weekend down, you're getting ready for the week.
Yeah.
That's typically when you want to, like, guilty pleasure show or something with the spouse, who knows.
Right.
We'll actually, I don't even know what's on Sunday nights anymore. It doesn't matter. People stream everything now, but it's usually a good, especially with you, dude. You got the 2 TV set up in the living room. That's prime.
It's the best. It really is.
Prime.
It's the best.
We're 2-2 here.
Oh,
now that's a pinch hit.
oh!
How about that? You don't see that every day. A little pinch hit dong.
Let's go.
Love that. I think he was hitting what, like a $188 I saw?
I saw that. Yeah.
How about that?
Take that, Kirby.
Maybe he wasn't. No disrespect.
No
if
disrespect.
Daniel Johnson, if you were hitting higher than a $188, that's my apologies. I clearly was not familiar with your game. That's a homer, folks. All right, so on this, you're saying you just color in the corners like they're bags, essentially?
Exactly.
Is how you do it? Okay.
Exactly. Like I keep the.
I kinda like that. Yeah, that's nice. That's clean.
That's nice, right? Like it keeps it clean without having to be like.
And it stands out a little.
And not
clean.
like you can still see what happened.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that was the first pitch, 6-3 for Koss.
Oh, shoot, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that pitch. He almost got rung up on that before going deep.
Oh, man. I freaking love when a hitter just pulls his hands in on a fastball in.
Love that.
Gets on time. Delivers a barrel.
So you said if the Giants take this game, they're tied atop the division?
That's right.
How about that?
I know. I think I've had disrespect, but I think I may have to go a full no disrespect moving forward
Oh,
when I talk about them.
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
What a snag. Is it Tommy?
I would have
Oh.
liked.
Little Kirby Yates letting him have it.
Old CB.
letting them have it. I mean,
I think that was CB, wasn't it?
I think so. Was that a 1-0?
That was a 1-0. L4.
That was an L4-3. We close out the inning.
Wouldn't have hated a meaningless fantasy point on that.
True.
If it would have been a single, but whatever. Who am I?
And my apologies to the folks listening as I narrate everything I do. It's just I need to reemphasize what I'm doing so it helps me remember what I'm doing.
I like it, man. I think it helps.
George, what up? George in the chat. He said, "Who are we disrespecting?"
Ooh. No, I was saying that I've had disrespect for the Giants in the past, and I think I need to walk it back. I think I need to cool out on that a little bit. I've been given, look, if you're new to this and you haven't heard it, I've given the Giants and the Brewers a lot of the same treatment over the years. And it's just, I'm not impressed. I haven't been impressed.
Jumping in real quick. Jumping in. If you are new and you're looking for a baseball podcast that covers Major League Baseball, we might be.
We do in fact do that. That's our thing.
Outside of occasional like Costco tangents and just
general
those
conversations. Those have to be. Look, that's just an occupational hazard. We're human.
We love talking food. We love talking Costco.
That's right.
Well, we do talk
love
baseball.
Talking queso. So yeah, if you wanna maybe just dabble in that for a sec, like I said, I think we're gonna hop onto a pod after this and talk this trade because look, let's face it, this is a division altering trade in many ways.
For sure.
And it's enough to impact. By the way, I'm seeing the replay of Kirby Yates's called ball that should have been a strike, and I can see where the frustration may lie.
Yeah. Got Tyler Rogers on the bump. Yeah, that's one area I need to improve on in my bookkeeping.
That's all right.
Tracking the pitching. George asks, do we think this move puts the Giants in second or TBD? I mean, George, just like we said, Ravi Devers isn't even in town yet, and they could end the night tied for the division, but they gotta make up a little bit of ground here. 1-2.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like
yes, it was swinging K.
I like the Padres more.
It's understandable.
I don't dislike the Giants. I'm not overly impressed. I'd like to see them do more after this. But I'd also like to see what this does to this team. You know, does it put them on the map?
Was that a first pitch 4-3?
It was. By the way, Senor Rogers. I told you that I randomly have his one of the brothers in my contacts.
Yeah.
So
That's
strange.
Funny. That's funny.
They like popped up as like a suggested friend on social media. They were like based on your contacts. And then I scrolled through my contacts and I'm trying to remember.
I'm missing these counts. Was that
It might have been first pitch.
I think it was first pitch. First pitch F9 for Kike.
It's Tyler. I have Tyler.
That's funny. Why don't you dox it? Just put it on the screen. Let everybody hit him up. Let them know how they feel.
I mean, I haven't hit him up, but I think we played against each other at some point.
I think that's what you said. Yeah.
Here.
What are you doing, dude?
I blocked out the number.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah, it's his
That-
name.
That's wild.
I didn't doubt you. I didn't doubt you.
And the reason I knew it was him and not another Tyler Rogers is because the picture on the suggested friends. That it all ties in. It all ties in.
Of course, of course. All right, we head to the top of the ninth. Oh shoot!
Will this be it?
might be it? Dang. Dang.
Will this be it? Other stuff on the pod. I mean, obviously, we're gonna have to talk about that Diamondbacks walk off last night. That was nuts. Did you see that?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying. Hold on. I'm trying to catch back up with this inning scores here. 0,
0.
0, and
3 up, 3 down, didn't we?
0. Yeah, no, I was a few innings behind for the Dodgers.
Oh, cool.
So it's still 5 for the Dodgers and 4 for the Giants. Yep. All right, I'm up to speed here. Shout out George, just here to support the boys.
Love that.
Again, can't say it enough. Thank you to everybody who's joined us here tonight. This has been I love doing these. And the crazy thing is, well, it's not crazy. It's not crazy that Nate had a good idea, but this, after all, was your idea.
Hey, look, sometimes those pop in my head. Most of the time, they're bad ideas. But every once in a while, you get a gem in there,
In fact, I think this was during last season. Like we were in season recording a pod, or maybe not.
It was because I taught my wife how to do it during the postseason.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm just gonna let you know now. You haven't really fully seen me during a Yankees postseason. I'm gonna need you to understand it and lock in. And so I taught her, and yeah, that's where the idea came from. Tanner Scott pitching now, by the way.
Yep. Damas is up, correct? We got 0-1.
1-1.
1-1. Also, we're very fortunate the 2 times we've done this so far that we're pretty much in sync.
True.
Because that'd be a mess otherwise.
I think I'm slightly behind you, but I'm cool with that.
Like I think it's like half a pitch that
You're right.
time wise.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
1-2.
Stealing the old DirecTV stream. How are you watching? You don't have cable. The ESPN app?
Yeah.
Or are you stealing as well?
It's
You don't want to out yourself?
No, it's my parents.
Yeah. See? Steal.
I mean, to be fair, it was mine at one point. I did live there many years ago.
Still have rights to it.
I have it's a birthright.
They don't know how to change the password.
They wouldn't even if they could.
That's
was that was swinging strikeout,
Yep.
correct, for
Yep,
Damas?
yep,
Okay, swinging strikeout. One down. Dodgers are 2 outs away.
Look, we all know it.
Wait a minute.
We don't want
1-0.
extras.
1-0, sorry. Now it's 1-1.
We do not want extras. Look, I know everyone's having a great time hanging in here.
Yeah,
But we're not. Our books aren't built for extras.
Our books are in fact not built for extras. 2-1 on Ramos.
Yours might be. You're gonna have to start writing in those boxes over there, and I don't know what that's gonna look like. Your free space over to the right.
My bingo card free space over here.
Yeah.
All right, 2-2.
I swore. I remember.
What I would do is I would probably go 4 wide.
Just like draw it in. Yeah.
4 wide. Yeah,
That's
just
smart.
make another box.
Because
I don't. Last time I don't think I used these boxes, if I recall. Even though I could, but I don't think I did.
What was nice?
In
high school, in high school we only played 7 innings, so you had the 8th and 9th as like a free space to go into. But like,
Yep.
yeah. I may have to look into a new book. one that has space for extra innings. It's got to be out there. It's got to be out there.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be an ultra wide book, though. I mean, this is 9, and this still feels like a big
That's a big boy. That's a big boy book.
book. What is this thing called again? Oh yeah, that's another thing too. We didn't mention that, and it might be a little hard. Oh.
No free ads.
No, I'm a Rollins guy. I'll gladly support
Facts.
Rollins.
Facts. If you're Wilson,
I
like
thought you
but I
were a
don't love
Wilson
ya.
guy.
No, Rawlings through and through.
Okay,
Never had a
love that.
Wilson.
Love that. This is the book Nate recommended to me, a newbie, and it's been very helpful.
Yeah.
It's the Rawlings Deluxe. Sorry, this camera's hard to work with. Deluxe scorebook, baseball, softball. It's on Amazon for I don't know,
$17, I think.
maybe less than that.
Yeah.
But yeah. We got a pinch hitter, I think. Encarnacion for Dom Smith. It looks like.
It's quickly down 0-2.
Yeah, Encarnacion.
Love me a good Encarnacion. You know, we're
That's
always
just some
good
baseball.
for one a decade.
It's just a good baseball name.
Yeah.
So he comes in the 9th. He's down
0-2.
0-2. Oh, and to answer Chris's question in the chat, how do you score 10 batters in an inning? Stay tuned for a future stream when maybe it'll happen, because Nate said that it just destroys your book. Again, I don't know, because I'm learning. This is my second time keeping book.
It does.
And I have yet to witness it or experience it in person.
It does.
I'll be looking forward to when that time comes so I can learn how to adjust on the fly. So
You basically have to say it happens in the second inning. You got to cross off the third inning and write 2, and then
Just bump
keep going
everything
down
over.
that line, and then everything else is messed up. So then you have to cross out 4 and make it 5, 5 and make it 6, like blah 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 blah.
Was that 0-2 strike swinging strikeout?
Yep.
Love that.
Tanner Scott came in and slammed the door shut. Slammed.
Love that.
Well, that's what game and a half lead now.
No, that'd be
2 game lead.
2 games.
2 game lead. Sorry, I thought they were a half game back for a sec. 2 game lead in the division to end the weekend. Took 2 out of 3. The Dodgers did. And look, like I said, if you're interested, give us a little bit to recover for a sec, and then we're gonna hop back on and start yapping it up about this massive trade. But in the meantime, thank you guys for hanging out. This is a lot of fun. Casey, if you didn't hear him say it already, but we're gonna try to do this about once a month. Try to find a matchup on a Sunday night baseball. It's always gonna be Sunday night. Just makes it easy with the last game of the day, and Sunday it's always kind of chill. So, yeah, we're gonna keep doing this. Bring your books. If you didn't have one this time, I recommend getting one. And just even if it's something that you like and you've done before and you already know how to do it, still feel free to come and hang out. I don't know everything under the sun. There's some things that I miss too, and some people do their book a little bit differently, and it's kind of fun to hear different opinions and do this. So appreciate you guys, and that's all I got, man.
Yeah, hit us up in the hit us up on social if you got any questions, or if you want to know like when we're gonna do
suggestions as well. This view right here with the camera was a suggestion from you guys. So
correct.
Keep feeding those.
Yeah. Yeah, but hit us up if you want to know like when we'll do the next one. We'll try to now like that was my fault. I forgot to mention. Nate reminded me as soon as we logged off last episode, like, oh, we should have mentioned that. I was like, yeah, we should have. But we try to mention it on the pod, and I'll put out reminders on social and stuff. So keep an eye out for the next time we do this. And we'll be right back doing this very thing. In which I know I had a blast. So thank you, Nate, again for leading us, and hopefully we'll do this again soon.
Yes,
we will do this again soon.
We will.
Anything else?
No.
All right.
Tune in for this episode. Casey's got a vent. He's got to let some steam out. He wasn't allowed to do it during this stream, so he needs to.
Literally happened like 7 minutes before first pitch. I didn't really have much of a chance to process, but I'll be doing that.
Got to let it loose.
I'll be doing that on this pod. I got to change. I got to shift the mental gears here.
You do.
Real Dodgers. Well, I guess it's convenient that it is Giants.
Yeah.
On the stream tonight. But anyway, I gotta shift gears to this Devers trade, and we'll talk soon.
Yep. See ya.
Appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon.